Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Awkward Moments with Jatu. It is Tuesday and we're back to our normal schedule of Tuesday and Saturday streams. Yay! Oh God, I was so tired last week. I really shouldn't have pushed myself that much last week, but I did. And I practically streamed every day. Apart from Friday and Sunday. And I was like, no, I cannot do this. This is too much work. Like, well done to those that do stream every single day. And they don't stream for like short periods of times either. They do like proper long streams. And there's me with my piddly 4 hours a day. And I'm like, too tired. But yes, today we're going to continue with some more Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Let's go. I believe we have only 2 chapters left of this game. So it'll be a chapter today and a chapter next week, and then it'll be the end, and then we can move on to something new. I have so many games and I keep buying more games on Steam. I really shouldn't, really shouldn't, but I keep doing it. And we have a new PNG, which I can't show you the full thing because, right, the full file is too big. It's too big and OBS doesn't like it, so I've had to crop myself at the torso again. So I'm back to being slightly bodiless. And it hates it when I move it as well, because it's like, nope, don't like this. I think you're lying. You just want to hide your amazing art. No. Like, if I could show more of it, I would. But unfortunately, OBS and VidioTube just don't. They're a bit too much for my computer. Well, actually, I don't even think it's that. I think it's the file size. I think the file size is too big. So I'll need to rework it a little bit. I'm going to try and run it through. So the GIF that I made, I actually use Photoshop. Sometimes the files come out a little bit larger, but that's also because Photoshop includes more colors. So I'm going to try and run it through Clip Studio Paint and see if that makes the file size a bit smaller, because I do believe that Clip Studio runs it on less colors, and it's the more colors that it picks out, the bigger the file size, or something along those lines. But yeah, no, I'll hopefully do a re-export tomorrow and see how that goes, and hopefully it won't cause too much issue. And maybe if the file size isn't like too big, I can then do like, well, it's not full size PNG, it's still, I'm still cropped at the thighs. How much RAM you got? I have hang on tech, let me take a look. I have 32 gigs, which isn't a lot considering, like, with modern day everything. Yeah, 32, which is okay. I mean, my computer struggles. It's old. My computer is like, what, 8 years old now? Yeah, it's 8 years old, and it's still running, still does the job for most things. For most things, I am planning to upgrade it or change it to a more modern model. We shall see, dependent on finances and the releases, etc. However, that will have to wait. I mean, it's not a bad thing, right? And I like the fact that my computer's lasted this long. And I mean, I can still draw on it. I'm still streaming on it. I just can't do too many things on it. Otherwise, it's going to be like, nope, don't like this. I refuse. And like I said previously, I do plan to run a dual setup. So it'll be Mac and PC. But the PC wise, I don't currently have space for a PC, because I'll need an additional monitor and space for the the whole entire hard drive, the whole entire machine itself. And they can be quite big. Unless, I don't know if you've seen, but you know the people that have got like the simplified builds where they've just got it attached to the wall. Maybe I'll get one of them and just attach it to the wall and be like, yep, that's my build. I don't think I'd want that anyway. But yeah, it's just a space issue and finance. Okay, finance isn't the biggest issue. I have the money to get a new setup. I just need to sort out space. That's it. But anyway, before I rattle off onto another tangent, we shall be continuing with Myth Dissolution. And like I said, there's only 2 eps left, so we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Very soon, we're going to be at the end of this game, and it'll be rather sad at the same time. Let's turn on the music for the game and let us continue. But we've discovered that Jasmine, she's like, I'm going back into the closet. But we don't know what the closet is. And we definitely know that she's working with someone else as well. Who, we don't know. And maybe we'll find out in this episode. Episode 5, Shadow of Guilt. I also don't know what to play next because I have lots of games. I've got too many. The Illuminati cards, each with a prophecy. Each of the cases so far had a card at the site in some way. I somehow had one myself. Aiko-san had the first, Kinoko-san the second. The third one, Mr. Gas Mask, I think. The fourth card was in the cursed box we brought back from the Mayusaki-sans. You heard about Mr. Gas Mask. But it's rumoured that all of them have gone missing now. They did go missing. Well, they kind of... So we know that the first case, the woman just disappeared, but we don't know if she, like, disappeared, or if she just ran away because there was just too much, like, guilt and shame. The second one... Was she taken? Was she murdered? No, she also... Well, there wasn't much to say that she disappeared. We know that Gas Master disappeared because he went back into the underground place and then just never came back again. And then... Who was the culprit of the fourth one? Oh, the fourth one was the delivery guy, but we don't know what happened to him. Oh, really? If the rumours are true, it warrants the car's reputation for bringing misfortune. I hope everyone's alright. Director, these cards. The background art seems connected. Good eye, Mr. Sammy. Oh, that's very clever. It's time to think about what these cards mean and how they come together. By the way, is the game music too loud or is it okay? Because I adjusted the sound when I played Monster Hunter, and then I readjusted it back, but I couldn't remember at what levels or what settings I had it at originally. And so I'm like, is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is it okay? Apologies for the delay. Anything new? Still assessing the information I found at the closet. This series of cases involving the Illuminati cards may be part of some bigger plan. You suppose your partner and her devastation judgment card are part of it? Yes, I suspect so. Seems fine to you? Okay, thank you for checking, Tech. Yes, I suspect so. Also, Tech, did you know that Ushio is now streaming? Well, not streaming like right now, but he has started streaming as well. The design on this devastation judgment card is different. The ancient monument at the site of the Tencho incident. Oh, it's there. Mr. Gasmask card shows the same thing. Also a stairway, a locked chain, a key, a watchful eye. Yes, do go check him out. He is quite funny. I've been to a couple of his streams. Oh my God, my voice. Come on, throat. don't fail me now. They're all shown. The Eye in the Darkness card has chains. Reflection of Death shows a key. Permeating Blight shows a lock. So among the motifs shown in Devastation and Judgment, the only one remaining is the other key. Oh, there's 2 keys. What happens when we have a full set? The Illuminati card with the key. It's likely we'll come across it during this upcoming case. So, there is a request coming in? Indeed. The request is from the CEO of a tech company. He was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it. Whatever these cars may mean, perhaps the case will bring us closer to the truth. The Illuminati car's prophecies are coming full circle. We shall watch what the Zimmers are up to. If something happens to you and your partner, it's all part of the job. I didn't think you'd care so much. Commissioner Tomire, I'll have you know, I care as much as you do. Oh, we finally got a name, but Commissioner Wait, isn't someone who's a commissioner part of the government? Many international conferences and ceremonies this month, leading to a higher number of global VIPs visiting Japan. Security Director Kurosawa of the National Police Agency stated that the police were on high alert in light of the rumoured terror attacks. Busy world. Jasmine? Isn't this request kind of strange? So he was robbed of something important, wants us to recover it. Each one is strange, but yeah, this one's kind of different. Why haven't they called the police anyway? That's right. If they know something was stolen, the police will listen to them. Should have better odds than having us look for it. Smells of special circumstances. That's the need for discretion. Is this Mr. CEO's secret up to no good? In that case, Investigator Fukurai, your mission is to assess the client's reputation and related rumours. Understood. I'll start doing some social media research. Who is this person? If I remember right, the UTech Priority CEO is Kurosawa something. You know him, Jasmine? No, just happened to see him mentioned. Might have been a news article somewhere. Kurosawa, checking the reference doc. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO UTech Priority? So Mr. Big Timer's asking for our help. Kind of fishy, eh? He must be on the top floor of a skyscraper. I'm sweating already. Got now to check the rumours of shady biz and bad rep. You're right, checking right now. This is UTech Priority's official account. UTech is a company that provides IT support to Japanese companies. So we're doing a tech company now. Do you think there are technological urban myths? I see some movement on UTech. We should search the company name. Please do. That's cool. But before we do, UPT's quarterly reports and increase in profits. This company's doing well. It went public 3 years after it was started. The CEO seems a bit shallow, but the company itself has a solid reputation. Okay. Went public 3 years. That means they're doing really well. I wouldn't know how to explain it right, so I'll just say they're doing super well. Okay. Headquarters in a high-rise in Toronamon, isn't it? Which means we're about to go in. And you're that nervous? This company has strong ties with government agencies and large corporations. They seem good at those connections. Government agencies? You know, doing work for the country. Aha. Working for the government seems like an easy way to earn a lot. Do you think that's true? It must be tough dealing with government information. I bet it's super stressful for those working on it, since they'd be fired immediately if they messed up. Which makes it... Oh my god. That just reminds me... I don't know if you guys have heard the news recently about the journalist that got added into a very sensitive group chat in the US. And the sensitive group chat I can't remember what they said. It was on the news. But it's like, how much of a mess up could you have done to have added a journalist into a group chat that had really sensitive information in regards to, I think, the country's security or something? That's pretty bad. It'd be willing to, some attack on, that's the one. I don't pay attention to the news very much. I hear bits and I'm like, wait, that's terrible. But yeah, that is really bad. And it's because it's not even like it's like a slip of the, I mean, could it be an accident? It doesn't feel like it could be an accident, but I could just be adding unnecessary opinions for something that I don't understand. Because when I'm thinking about it, like when you're adding someone into like a WhatsApp group, it's kind of, there's quite a few steps to go through to add someone. It'd be real entertaining from the engineers from those types of work were to post Kaiba Itcher in here. Or Ichiran. What's this? Kaiba? Oh, there's an urban myth that says if you post that on your socials, very occasionally you'll get a reply from the dead. Brilliant. The thing where dead people respond to you, engineers can't do anything about that. They're American, I wouldn't put it past incompetence. Oh my god. Let's not talk about people who are incompetent, because that's basically my company, the people I work with. I spent hours today sorting something out because of incompetency and just kept on getting bombarded with stuff, so I am absolutely tired. But it's fine. We are now here to game and to relax and chill, and we can chillax. We can chillax. I'd like to know if you can get those contracts through regular sales techniques. It's all down to Kurosawa's skills. That CEO, Yuya Kurosawa, may have more business skills than we think. Okay, I don't think there's anything more. So let's search UTech. Oh, it's too broad. Okay. Oh, aha. I am smart. I kind of thought that his name would ping up something. People seem very impressed by the CEO. He's young, probably getting paid a lot more than what his job sounds like. I wonder if he's handsome. That's the important thing. Is he handsome? Is he pretty? Is he good looking? We'll find out. Yes, Yuya Kurosawa is reacting. We'll search that up. I wonder what kind of things they're saying about him. Okay, so hopefully that should narrow our search. Yeah. He's average looking. From the pixels, he's average looking. An exclusive interview with VTech Priorities Yuya Kurosawa. His unbelievable climb to the top. Understand my path only because I took a detour. Kurosawa-san seems so young, but he's already a CEO. Isn't that true for most CEOs in tech though? Assets of 700 million yen. Wow. Can't believe that Yu is now on tech company CEO. Is 700 million yen a lot? I suppose that is, because it's 2 extra zeros on top of the million. Ooh, that's quite a bit of money. Assets of 700 million. He doesn't ever have to work again. You see this all the time. Playboy in their 20s suddenly put together in their 30s. I hear Yuya Kurosawa was born into affluence. His family home is enormous. Affluence? Like he was rich since childhood? Didn't see successfully running a business, so I wouldn't say he's totally ignorant. So he was born rich. If your parents have money, you'll succeed at anything. Man, wish I got super rich parents and the social ranking gacha. Actually, that's not entirely true. Just because your parents are rich doesn't mean that you'll succeed. Like, doesn't mean you'll automatically succeed. Sometimes you still got to put in the work, even if you have the money. Okay, fine. If you come from a very rich background, it does make life easier, but it doesn't mean that you're successful. Person who inherited power, huh? The world will never change until the rich ruling class changes. GR. Who's GR? Person who inherited power. Someone who gets their privilege from the wealth their parents passed down. Ah, there's GR again. What is that GR supposed to mean? Grade rare? Nah. Oh, I thought that would have pinged something. I passed Yuya Kurosawa on the street yesterday. He had on big sunglasses and a flashy outfit. Thought he was a celeb or something, but he didn't look that arrogant. Seemed nice actually. Oh, this person's got a positive view of him. Big sunglasses. Guess that's standard CEO attire. Depends on the person. I saw him last week too. He wasn't particularly charismatic or anything, really plain, like any other dude on the street. I was gonna say hi, but he glared at me. Oh, that's a completely different opinion. Glaring at people who want to say hi. Do you think Kurosawa is a scary person? Depends on the time and place. Everyone has their off moments. He's got his salesman switch and then his private one. Without doing that, You can't last long as a CEO in IT. I mean, that's also true. You gotta be able to separate business and pleasure, I suppose. A salesman switch and a private one. Do you think I'm different off the clock? Nope. Success story? Sounds like he's worked hard. Yuya Kurosawa's success story, huh? Aha. But we've not had any other searches. Oh, maybe just his name? Really? It's too broad? Okay. How about this? Really? Around 30s when you learn that life is easier if you take it seriously. No, life is still tough. Parents and social ranking, gotcha. So if social hierarchy was a game and your parents were, never mind, it's too much to explain. Just means he got lucky being born into a wealthy family. Oh, is that all the clues? Okay, cool. Kurosawa-san sounds like an impressive person. Why would such a big name CEO come to us for help? I wonder what happened to him. We've only heard people talk about him as if they were some celeb in town. I haven't heard any real issues yet. Unlike with Mayusaki-san, his company seems to have a good reputation. All that's left is to talk to the man himself. Good luck, Sammy. So we have to talk to him ourselves? Ooh. Ah, looks like it's that building there. Jasmine, isn't that an actual skyscraper? You know it, CEO must be holed up in his penthouse. So I should just tell the reception lady that we have an appointment? Yep, also try to relax a bit. Understood. My eye is itchy. Hello, excuse me. We have an appointment today. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. You're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Yes, that's right. We were expecting you. This way, please. Oh, he's here. Mr. Kurosawa, they've arrived. Ah, hello. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Co. This is my secretary, Miss, Kiyomoto. Apologies. She joined us recently, so I keep forgetting her name. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Masami Fukurai from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, and this is Miss Toma, my colleague, Tomarigi. I hope we can help. To start this off, your request involves the recovery of a stolen item? Yes, about that, Ms. Kiyomoto. I'll handle this. You can get back to work. Understood, sir. How recently did she start this job? I bet you she's been there for quite some time. Doesn't Kiyomoto-san know what's going on? No, she's unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? I can't mention specifics. How are they supposed to find it if you don't mention specifics? Yet I'm sure that an intruder was here and I'm the only one who realised the fact. What do you mean? Might want to call the police if you had an actual intruder. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us, so we prefer to keep things under wraps. Also, I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I heard your team specialises in this kind of investigation. Strange happenings. Sounds like something we can handle. I'm having the security camera footage analysed, but that still will take a while. Here in my account and my secretaries should tell you how strange all of this is. If you could kindly get started as soon as possible. I see. We'll try to do an objective assessment of what happened the day before yesterday. But we don't know what we're looking for. It's so weird. Psst, Sammy. Yes, Jasmine? Better watch your back with this one. Can't tell us details, hasn't called the cops. Both yellow flags as far as cases go. Kurosawa-san is acting a bit strangely. I'll be careful. Here goes. Something's missing, go find. Exactly. There's literally, but I can't tell you what's actually missing. I can't give you the specifics. You'll figure it out with your assessment. It's like, what? How are we supposed to actually figure it out? Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? Yamato-san, the secretary, right? Yes, I work as the CEO's secretary. He has instructed me to answer you truthfully as I actually saw things happen. Please ask me anything related to your investigation. Could you tell us about 2 days ago? Did something happen? You mentioned 2 days ago, but nothing happened in particular. The CEO asked me too, but I have no idea what this is about. I see. Could you kindly tell me what you saw? Very well. How is she supposed to know what she saw if she doesn't know what happened? Oh my god, this case is very unspecific. That day, our CEO had a meeting at a client, so I saw him off. And he returned a while later. I see, and then? I greeted him when he came back and everything afterwards was as normal as could be. So I haven't noticed anything. I see. Thank you. She wasn't helpful at all. To be fair, the CEO isn't very helpful either. A security camera, likely the one Kurosawa-san mentioned. But the intruder made it in regardless. Reintroducing myself, Yuo Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Code. Please ask my secretary for anything she knows about what happened 2 days ago. Understood. Kurosawa-san, can I ask you what happened 2 days ago? What can I tell you right now, or what I can tell you right now, is that something precious was stolen. The rest I'll disclose once you've talked to my secretary. Oh, but Kiyomoto-san didn't seem to know anything. I wonder if there are any traces nearby that might provide a lead. The CEO's desk. This chair must cost a fortune. Need to be careful of CEO's desk. What's this? An alumni card. Wait, no. Is this case part of the prophecy too? Hey, that card is of high value. Please leave it where it is. But Kurosawa-san, isn't this... Is it involved in some way in your ongoing investigation? Well, not quite. Then please return it to where it was and continue investigating. I will, sorry. Of high value? But why would it be of high value? Right, okay. Oh. But it looks like him. Did he raid his own office? Do you think he raided his own office? It looks like him, right? It's the suit, the hair. This shadow. Is it Kurosawa-san? Or maybe it's the intruder. How do I tell them apart? It looks like they're touching the desk drawers. Wait, is it me? Or is the shadow looking this way or not? This shadow's rummaging through the drawers and taking something out. It's holding something. I can't make out what it is. Maybe we should examine the desk itself. Is the shadow Kurosawa-san? But it's weird. I feel the shadow's looking at me. Or am I overthinking this? Okay, so we have to do the desk again. The shadow was taking something out of the desk drawer. From the top drawer, I think. Was anything taken from this drawer? I should check with Kurosawa-san. But what if he doesn't tell us? May I ask you something? Certainly. Was anything stolen from the top drawer of your desk? Top drawer? Why the desk drawer specifically? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, of course, this is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I'm here as an investigator. Not that you believe me or anything, sorry. Interesting. Yes? You believe me? Yes, I find it very intriguing, and I feel you might be very useful for the case at hand. Useful? I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Finally recheck with my security too. Oh, secretary too. With Kiyomoto-san? Okay, I guess. Why do we have to check with the secretary? And he keeps telling us to check with her as well. Kiyomoto-san, can you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? 2 days ago, did Kurosawa-san take anything out of the CEO office? Now that you mention it, I think he was carrying a red card-like object when he left. A red card-like object? Not a security card. Those are very different. I won't mistake one for the other. I'm not aware of what it was, but I do recall the CEO being very careful in handling it. Thank you, noted. I'll check with Kurosawa-san as well. If something is missing, then there really was an intruder here. This might be an awkward question. Was there anything strange about your CEO 2 days ago? Anything strange? I don't think so. Did you speak with the CEO about anything? No, nothing in particular. I greeted the CEO, but he just gave me a light nod, as he normally does. I see. Also, this might sound strange, but there was one thing I found puzzling. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left. But to be precise, one moment he was taking out that red object, and the next moment, he was gone. Gone? Didn't he just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door of the CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. Oh, I see. She seems like a serious person, so I don't think she'd make it up. Oh, so he went into the room and then disappeared? Can we ask him? Aha, we can. Kurosawa-san, I heard that 2 days ago you took out something from the top drawer of your desk. Do you remember what it was? The thing is, 2 days ago I didn't come back here after the client visit. Huh? So it's impossible for me to have taken something away. But if so, why would Kiyomoto-san... What was your impression of her? Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident that I mentioned. Is Kurosawa-san suspecting Kiyomoto-san? Kiyomoto-san mentioned that you'd suddenly disappeared. Disappeared? What do you mean? She said that you disappeared after taking the object from the desk. As she's bringing this up voluntarily, I don't think she was merely looking away. I see. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Could you please double check with my secretary, just to make sure? Okay. I'll check with Kiyomoto-san one more time. It is strange. So she said that she saw him and then he disappeared, but then he's saying that he never actually came back to the office. So who was it that she saw? If something was stolen, the police should give you their full attention. Will you be contacting the police? The thing is, the thing that was stolen the other day is actually something top secret. Huh? Top secret? It's an important matter that affects our very reputation. I need to ask you to be discreet from here on with your investigation. I see. What was the red envelope? Young tech millionaire. I need notes on the people I meet. Okay. Kurosawa-san is the CEO of a tech company. He says something was stolen. What was it? A red card-like object. That's it. The stolen item was a red card-like object of some kind. But isn't he going to tell us what it was? He hasn't called the police either, which is rather suspicious. And we have our first character update. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Inc. He's as famous and popular as a celebrity, former leader of a group of popular stream. Oh, he was a leader of a group of streamers? Okay. Right, let's speak to the secretary. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? Question, 2 days ago you were in this room with Kurosawa-san, correct? Well, yes, for maybe just an hour or so. Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or even face that struck you as unusual? No, it was the CEO I know. And so he took a red card-like object from the drawer and left with it? Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong? Kurosawa-san says he hasn't taken away that red object. Was that the important item that our CEO mentioned? Seems that way. And still, he did take it out of his desk while I was watching. And we've got the little. So he says that he didn't, and the secretary says that he did. And from this, we can see that he also did because the shadows look like him. So who's lying? Who's the liar? I need notes on the people I meet. Kiyomoto-san is the CEO's secretary. Kurosawa-san had trouble remembering her name when was it that she joined the company? Recently, but he didn't say how recently, nor does she. Yes, recently. That must be why he couldn't remember her name. Maybe there's lots of people coming and going here, just a guess though. If staff turnovers that quickly, it doesn't sound like a good company. Recently hired secretary to the CEO, who still doesn't remember her name. She greeted someone she thought was Kurosawa-san, but it might not have been him at all. Okay. Oh. Why are the stories different? Okay, so we're now piecing things together, even though I don't know why the stories are different. I need to think things over a bit. Okay. I talked to Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, as Kurosawa-san asked me to. For her, 2 days ago was just a regular day. Yet, actually, something was missing even though Kurosawa-san hadn't come back to his office. Strange circumstances indeed. Did she misjudge what she saw? Did the CEO simply forget what he did? If something is missing, it must have been an intruder in some way. I wonder why their stories are so different. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that Kiyomoto-san no, it doesn't make sense. Maybe the intruder Moto-san. Oh, so that oh no, hang on. So it's not Kiyomoto. Maybe the intruder was in disguise so that they would look like Kurosawa-san. There we go. That's the sentence. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that they would look like Kurosawa-san. Kiyomoto-san's story about the missing item was accurate. So whomever it was that seemed to be Kurosawa-san must have actually been here. But if so, did they look so alike that you could mistake them? I need to learn more about the intruder. Because yeah, we're also speculating that the shadows aren't the CEO. Maybe we speak to the CEO? Oh no, we don't. Okay. Do we speak to her? We don't. Okay. Do we get... Aha! We do get CCTV footage. Kurosawa-san mentioned he's having the security camera footage analysed. Maybe they've heard back. I should check with the secretary Kiyomoto-san. Okay, so let's ask about the security camera. About the security camera. About the security camera you have there. Is the footage available for check-in? Oh, well, it is him. Our general affairs team who handles the cameras sent us images just a while ago. Here they are. Thank you very much. Who does this look like to you? It's our CEO for sure. Looks like it. I'll check with Kurosawa-san himself. Does he have a twin? Does he have a twin? Oh, maybe this is the doppelganger urban myth. Right, could be a doppelganger. I asked Kiyomoto-san for this image from your security camera there. This is you, isn't it, Kurosawa-san? Wow, he does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for me. Could it be that you've simply forgotten about coming back here 2 days ago? That is impossible. My client counterpart can attest to that. And there's something actually missing from this room. But this is clearly you, yourself. I'm not as surprised as you are. Oh, so it's not him. Okay. So these shadows are the intruder for certain. But he says that he... Okay, is there anything else? Okay, so something else we can ask her. And we've already asked him about it. Well, asked him to see if it's him. So it's not him. Maybe we need to speak to Jasmine? Jasmine, why are you staring at me? Sammy, looks like you're getting the hang of all this. You think so? Okay. Well, let's speak to her anyway. About the investigation, guess the only way to get started is to look into what happened around Kurosawa. Something weird happened, and he wants an objective opinion from us, whatever that means. Yeah. He mentioned the secretary, Kiyomoto-san, doesn't know about 2 days ago. But we should talk to her anyway, being objective and all. Why does Kurosawa-san want us to look into this? Maybe have us private investigator types dig up a dirt on his secretary. Anyway, step 1 is figuring out what this strange thing is about. You're right, I'll try and ask him first, which we've done. What's up, something on your mind? As far as they've told me, nothing stands out as unusual. Oh, but a red card-like object is gone, so then again... It feels like there isn't anything happening that's anomaly related. Oh yeah? In that case, we should look for clues that someone was here in this office 2 days ago. I agree. A red card-like object. CCTV? No? Okay. Maybe his desk again then. Because they don't have any more... Aha, okay. What might the red card-like object be? It stands out, so it would be obvious to anyone searching these drawers. It's definitely not here. Maybe Kurosawa-san took it away himself. Well, we already asked him, right? Oh, check who it is. Right, okay. The overall impression looks like Kurosawa-san. Could he possibly have forgotten he came back here? I can't seem to tell whether this is Kurosawa-san or the intruder. I don't think the traces give us enough clues. Okay, so that's... Can we ask him anything more? No, okay. So I already checked the desk. Okay. But we can also leave the room. Oh no, we can't leave the room. We can observe the door. There's some kind of mechanism in the door. Is this the lock? He says something was stolen, but this room looks hard to break into. Maybe I should ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have observed the door earlier. I just thought it was like the ability to leave the room. Okay, about the door lock. Do you need a key to enter this room? Yes, a security card. Do all members of your staff have a security card? Yes, all employees have one. That being said, as we handle critical data for other companies, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO's room when he's absent. We have all the clues. Okay, so she's not allowed in the room if he's not here. But then, was she in the room when the CEO came back? He must have had like a security card to allow him to come in, right? Good going. Jasmine, I think I've picked up what I can here. So how's that CEO then? Something does feel off. He won't tell us about what was stolen, and he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? definitely seems like he's hiding something. Yeah. It's the director. So soon. It's from the director. How's it going? It seems you're done with your initial investigation. Yes, but it's kind of complicated. A lot of uncertainties, aren't there? Huh? Oh, yes, exactly. Kurosawa-san himself is one thing, and the clairvoyant shadows in the office felt different somehow. I see. Also, I saw an Illumina card. Kurosawa-san had one. We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your full report. Let us begin then. Oh, we're doing the, I've forgotten what this part's called. The discovery part, or this is where we discover what myth it is. Locating the stolen item, recovering it if possible. The request for this case is rather unusual considering our usual fare. And yet it seems this case was made for us. First I thought it was just a burglary, but with the Illumina card showing up, something strange must be going on. We cannot leave this case unexplained. Let us begin the identification. The identification, that's what it is. Now let us start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with Miss Kiyomoto, his secretary, to make sense of what was going on. That's right. So we asked Kiyomoto-san about what happened 2 days ago. So, Miss Asami. Yes. What were the strange circumstances that Miss Kiyomoto described? Kurosawa-san appeared but wasn't supposed to. Kurosawa-san appeared though he wasn't supposed to be there. Kiyomoto-san was in the same room for a while, but didn't notice anything unusual. So the intruder entered the CEO's room as if they were the CEO himself, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might... The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. Moving on. The Mr. Kurosawa imposter came to the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself. The secretary, Miss Kiyomoto, was the only one who saw him. Her account of that day included important characteristics of this intruding entity. So, Miss Asami, what kind of interaction was there between Miss Kiyomoto and Mr. Kurosawa's imposter? Between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office and until he left? I spoke as they'd usually do. Kiyomoto-san mentioned they talked as usual, so there wasn't anything unusual. Did Miss Kiyomoto really mention having a conversation? This is important. Please try to remember accurately. Oh wait, did they not have a conversation? Secretary said that Kurosawa-san appeared at the CEO's office, took out something red and suddenly vanished. Oh, it didn't say a single word. Okay, I was wrong. My bad. Simple non-verbal. I believe she mentioned the CEO gave her a light nod, but they didn't speak. Well, that's what they usually do, so she didn't find it strange. Right, okay. In my head, I had what they usually do as normal, usual conversation. That's why I picked that one. Precisely. Miss Kiyomoto did not converse with Mr. Kurosawa's imposter. If they'd had any formal conversation, this would have turned out differently. Ooh, this game is so pretty. It makes me want to do more pixel art. My final question. Was Miss Kiyomoto unaware that Kurosawa-san had appeared? No. She was aware and even greeted him. Indeed, furthermore, they were in the same room for an hour or so. But Miss Kiyomoto never doubted the imposter, and yet a client can prove that Kurosawa-san wasn't actually there. So, Mr. Sami. Yes. What kind of entity is this imposter, then? Who showed up at the CEO's office? A fox morphed into Mr. Kurosawa, an entity almost identical to Mr. Kurosawa. A tangible entity with an appearance practically identical to Kurosawa-san, maybe a clone of some kind of copy. Is it a doppelganger? Is it a doppelganger? The security camera footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical, and yet Mr. Kurosawa himself can prove that he was somewhere else at the time. It's as if there was another Mr. Kurosawa in existence. They did not converse, and yet the security camera footage shows the person existing in two places at once. There is one urban myth that matches these parameters. What urban myth is it? Oh, that's bright. Identification. Doppelganger! I was right, I knew it. I was like, doppelganger, doppelganger, doppelganger. I knew it. I'm so smart. Oh dear. The doppelganger? A duplicate of yourself that exists in this same world with no indication of since when or why they exist. Only the person themselves would be able to identify the imposter. The terrifying aspect of this anomaly is that if you ever meet your doppelganger, you will die. You'll die? We should warn Kurosawa-san to be very careful until he recovers what was taken. I didn't know the doppelganger was such a scary urban myth. That reminds me, the same Mr. Kurosawa sent us an additional request. I'll handle it personally. You may not be able to reach me for a while. But no need to worry. I leave the on-site investigation in your capable hands. But director... What happened? The director won't be in contact for a while. Will we be okay on our own? Isn't that much to worry about? Without the phone calls, it'll still just be the usual. You're right. Maybe we'll be okay. Phew, home at last. Sir? What is it? Oh, I thought you'd come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. His doppelganger's in his house? He might die. What? Oh my god, that actually made me jump. That actually made me jump. Oh my god. That was really creepy. That's really, really creepy. Oh my god. Ah. Oh my god. That was terrifying. If I saw that in my room, I would probably be like, fuck no, get out, get out, get out. Today's menu. We go check Kurosawa-san's place. And it seems he ran into his doppelganger. When he called, he was so worked up. I saw it, it was in my room, it ran away and so on. I wonder if he's okay. Well, he did call us himself and seems safe for now. Though we should wait on mentioning the supposed death if you meet your doppelganger thing. He was at least well enough to have called us. How about the boss man? Business done yet? I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe your first solo Dissolution is coming up. No way. I'm not good enough for that. Well, we'll figure it out. That was very scary. I'll look into the doppelganger rumours. Is there anything else that you'd like me to look up? My little investigator Zemmy's growing up so fast. Ah, you think so? Can you add Simmers to your research list? There have been a lot of incidents related to them lately. But are there any connections between Kurosawa-san and Simmers? Haven't you heard? Simmers hate Kurosawa with a passion. Not really a big deal if it's just people's opinions, but Kurosawa haters are getting bolder. Understood. I'll look for rumours on the doppelganger myth and Kurosawa haters. Maybe it is the Zimmers, right? Playing tricks. Newtek's dark secret, someone that young taking the company public in just 3 years. According to our sources, he abused his privilege to get there. Oh. Dark secret. Is it really impossible for a company to go public in 3 years? No, it's not impossible, just really, really rare. He got where he is, she's a family, but he's out here lecturing us about hard work. What an ignorant guy. But if your family has a lot of money, you can't just use it however you want. Can't you just use it however you want? Yeah, you can. Calling it hard work distorts the world's sense of values. Return this distorted world back to its original state, GR. Oh, GR stands for Great Reset. That's what it stands for. Distorts values. Are they distorted? Any values even fixed to begin with? This GR again, what does it even mean? Great Reset. They're a Zimmer. Being the CEO of a huge company at his age is unreal. Talking about New Life Plus. Maybe he's an invader from outer space. New Life Plus. True, how many times would I have to be reborn to get to live to the top of such a fancy building? If you actually tried, you might get there pretty quick. Are you saying the Kurosawa we see might be a doppelganger? A little too high profile for antics like that, isn't he? Here, is that a search word? The Kurosawa we're going to see now is the real one, right? Sure hope so. There are plenty of urban myths about meeting your doppelganger too. Oh, so that triggered? Are there really? Experiences like that probably hit closer to home than your average urban myth. This one stands out for me. The glasses reacted to meeting your doppelganger. Knew that would grab attention. Give it a search. Yes, that should give us the search on the myth itself. Yeah. Speaking of meeting a doppelganger, my friend accused me of walking around with a girl hanging off my arm yesterday. Maybe my doppelganger got a girlfriend before I did, lol. Can you imagine? Oh no, that weren't me, that was just my doppelganger. The amount of excuses and lies you come up with for cheating. Oh my god. Aren't there lots of celebrity doppelganger incidents? I bet they're just blaming on doppelganger when they get caught, lol. A doppelganger can get a girlfriend. Anything you can do, your doppelganger can do. Oh, this one. Tsutomu Kisaragi said that the doppelganger hallucination theory is when you're seeing a hallucination of yourself. While theoretically it could all be in your head, you could be seeing your older self or a living spirit. Oh, it triggered something. A hallucination of your future self? What kind of urban myth is that? Wait, they said Tsutomu Kisaragi. Right, who did write books on urban myths. Fans would have their eyes on this topic. Oh, a reaction to doppelganger hallucination theory. We can probably get more info on doppelgangers from here. Give it a search. I'll search it in 2 seconds. I want to see what else is said. I've seen a friend's doppelganger before. We talked and they were totally alike. But when I talked to my friend later on, I heard they were overseas at that time, so we couldn't have met. Or maybe your friend just came back and didn't tell you. Meeting someone in a place where they couldn't have met. That sure sounds like a doppelganger, if that's real. In urban myths, it said that doppelgangers can't talk to other people, or they can only appear in places related to the original person. I wonder how closely related to the myth itself these these conversations are. The director mentioned that trait. Doppelgangers can't talk to others. If it's someone who's antisocial or not talkative, it'd be hard to tell them apart. Which is also why Kiyomoto-san couldn't tell the difference, because Kurosawa doesn't talk to her very often. I saw my younger self at my family's house in the countryside. Is that also a kind of doppelganger? Are you sure it's not just hallucination? What? Is that a doppelganger too? If it really was their younger self. Aren't there a bunch of stories about getting home to find your doppelganger already there? It's terrifying. That's really terrifying, getting home to find yourself there. Guess that's a classic kind of doppelganger. A lot of historical figures have met their doppelganger before. President Lincoln, Ryunosuke Akutagawa, and so on. President Lincoln with the beard? The one with that beard on his face, right? You know him from the beard. A lot of people met their doppelgangers, but aren't they all dead? You die if you do, right? Do you really die if you meet one? I heard you get cursed with bad luck. Getting cursed with bad luck, dying if you meet them twice. Which theory is most likely? None of them. Right, okay, let's do doppelganger hallucination theory. Okay. Results found. According to the doppelganger hallucination theory, it's not meeting your doppelganger that causes death. You see the hallucination of yourself because you're close to death. Oh, that kind of... Hey Faye, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely and wonderful Tuesday so far. Are you studying today or are you relaxing, chilling? I saw that you were streaming, but I couldn't remember if you were doing a study stream or not. But yeah, the whole entire, it's not that the doppelganger causes death, but it's because you're close to death. So you're seeing or hallucinating a version of yourself or a version of your younger self. I streamed for a really short while because I was just cleaning up somewhere. Ah, that's fair enough. I hope the cleaning up went well. I hear even someone else's doppelganger can cost your life, really? No way, you can die from seeing someone else's doppelganger? Take a breath, go on and find out more about this rumour. Oh, we didn't even click on this one, hang on. So it's the opposite. You see a doppelganger when you're already about to die. So a doppelganger is a shinigami. Can't really call those the same thing. No, they're really not the same thing, Sammy. I didn't want to do work no more, so that's fine. Faye, it's good to get some rest, you know. Sometimes once you're done with work, it's good to get some rest. Like me today. When I came home from work, I had a shower and then I crawled into bed for like half an hour just to just to rest. And then I was like, right, okay, I need to get some food and then I need to get ready for stream. That's actually what I did when I came home. The glasses are reacting to the words cost your life. So many intense words coming up. Honestly, big mood. Yeah, I was tempted to just stay in bed. I was just like, do I just cancel stream and just stay in bed? No, I shouldn't. I should do my stream because I want to. So I am enjoying this game, don't get me wrong, but I do want to finish it. We do have 2 streams left of this game. So it'll be this episode and then next week's stream will be the last episode. Because I have so many new games that I want to play or so many games in my backlog that I would like to also get through. And I think it'll be interesting to like try a different new game as well. And I'm also interested to see how this game ends or how the story of this game ends. I thought it was shock of seeing your doppelganger that killed you, lol, but dying just from seeing someone else's doppelganger? I heard a doppelganger is a spirit or soul that escaped from their body, and if you see one, it means the host body is without its soul and will eventually die or something like that. Soul, doppelganger, host body, what? That's a tough one. You can't make fun of the concept since there were people with brain tumours who died after saying they saw their doppelganger. Brain tumours? What? This sounds like a scientific cause. Compelling if true. I feel like you've been playing this game for a while. I have been. So there have been... I mean, this is the 5th stream that I've played the game. So I've managed to finish a chapter each stream because each chapter takes about 4 hours to complete. If I read fast enough. But there are 6 achievements on Steam, so I can only assume there are 6 chapters to the game. So we're on the 5th chapter now. And like I said, there'll be 1 more chapter next week, and then hopefully we'll be done. And then we can do something else. Maybe something cutesy. I'll see if I've got anything cutesy on my Steam list. If it's not cutesy, it'll be sad and traumatic. It's one or the other. There's no in between. I'm sorry. A brain tumour shown in your hallucinations of yourself. The idea gives me shivers. There's also the possibility that the doppelgangers kill their original selves to replace them, but in that case, from the outside, it just seems the original person's personality changed. Oh. Isn't there... There's another... it's a myth as well, where a fairy replaces a baby and they kill the human baby and replace it with a fairy child to then get the humans to bring it up. There's that myth as well. Which is similar to this doppelganger sort of theory. Killing the original to take their place, that's way too scary. Now we're into the horror movie stuff. So isn't the straw man kind of like a doppelganger? If the real person is in the way, they get rid of them and put a straw man in their place. A certain prime minister was just a straw man. Source Master Kisaragi. Oh, did he have a theory? A conspiracy theory? Straw man? A strawman prime minister? Really? Here come the conspiracy theories. They say Kisaragi said it. Must be a fan. Our prophet, Tsutomu Kisaragi, isn't just a visionary. He holds the power to see the future. Society's on the brink of revolution. GR. Great Reset. Oh, they think of him as a prophet. A Tsutomu Kisaragi fan using GR. Maybe it stands for Great Reset. Oh, I see. So that's why it keeps showing up everywhere. This seems to be really popular lately. And his name is also showing up. There's a reaction to Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. Tsutomu is just a researcher. Why are they calling him a prophet? Would you mind looking into those rumours? Understood. We also know that Kisaragi is also not around anymore. According to the doppelganger time warp theory, meeting a doppelganger results in a time paradox that causes death. There are all sorts of theories. A time warp, when two of the same person in the same space on the same timeline, causing a paradox. Do you think reality is some sci-fi movie? I've heard this one before, the whole being on the same timeline and it's a time warp. In the world simulator hypothesis, a doppelganger is a bug in the system. When you run into one, then a bug occurs and you die. Get it? What is the world simulator hypothesis? We're all a Sims game. Your guess is as good as mine. How interesting that every doppelganger death theory has its own reasoning behind it. Each one seems realistic in its own way. Scary. Okay, so we've done most of these. Right, we can search cost your life. Oh, came up with some results. Okay. No one's seen that kind of death happen though. Where did that info even come from? Maybe the person started the rumor about it costing your life is up to something insidious. Me, I'm with that one theory where the reptilians are using the concept of doppelgangers to hide themselves. There's also that theory, that myth about, was it lizard people living underground? Isn't that also a myth? Does that mean someone would benefit from spreading that kind of rumour? Could be, as long as people think they could. That one's also a very popular myth. What are reptilians? I think they're like aliens who try to pass as humans. Reptilians, let me guess, we're around the same age. I feel like I've heard that story about people getting replaced by weird apparitions. It's a pretty recent thing. Is it? Are there that many terrifying stories about such things? There's an endless bit of scary movies like that. As for myself, I know that Kaijin answer, the scary one that legit steals your body. Kaijin answer? Myself? What kind of monstrous being is that? Sammy, that's not a monster name. I wonder how many people out there are actually imposters who replaced the originals. There's probably a lot of imposters out there. Right, let's check out Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. The GR our Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi hoped for is almost here. They seem to be really excited here. Sounds like a real party for them. Okay, so it's just Great Reset, Great Reset, Great Reset. As someone who's read Occult Great Reset, I thought Tsutomu Kisaragi was simply saying that occult otakus will have their chance to shine one day. Really? Have you read it, Jasmine? Well, yeah, I have. You should read it again. You can't just stand there and wait for change to happen. You have to take the first step toward change yourself. That's how we can change society and then the world. GR. I can't say much without reading it myself, but seeing how many different impressions of the book there are makes me nervous about reading it. Tsutomu Kisaragi may be abnormally persuasive. Idiots always toss words around like toys. I've been working hard for the GR too, but it's a shame that I'm treated the same as this fool. You seem too intensely invested in this. That book is just about updating your values. What else are you seeing in it? That's what I was thinking as well. Maybe it's just, when they say the Great Reset, they don't mean like a great reset of the world. Maybe they just mean the great reset of you as a person. Updating your values. That's closest to how I read it too. Simply put, that's what it was about. Exactly, updating your values. To do that first, you must destroy your current values. It's that destruction that Tsutomu Kisaragi sought to carry out. Was there a statement inside that asked you to come up with your own answer or something? I think it was just a bunch of Satomi Kisaragi's own thoughts. Maybe depending on the reader, it resonates differently. I thought his book was about his experience, how he was abashed by people who had a prejudiced view of occult otakus based on only half-truths. Half-truths, they were true, lol. This is the short-sighted society that needs to be destroyed, GR. These people saying GR, it's like they're trying to accomplish something. For Satomi Kisaragi, right? It looks to me like they're speaking out in the name of Satomi Kisaragi, who couldn't accomplish his goal by himself. Only 2 or 3? Now they're just trying to start a fight. The worse the info, the more attention it gains. It leads to reactions, but leads to a sense of superiority, and people have a terrible habit of just focusing on that. How about this one? Hold on. Why is it talking about otakus? I feel like Fujiwara-san said something about that on the occult tour too. Oh, because along with teaching at uni, Satomi Kisaragi was an occult researcher. That's why people thought of him as an otaku. Is GR something you work for? And I thought all they did was read books and rant online. This could be more dangerous than it seems. I didn't think this was much value, it just says GR. What is it? Don't keep reading the posters if the posts are creeping you out that much. Okay. Let's see. Jasmine, are you real? You are the real Jasmine, right? Yes, I'm Jasmine. You're correct. How old are they? Do certain urban myths fall into specific generations? Different things are popular depending on when you grew up. Okay. Death by shock. I guess it would shock you to death. But would it really shock you to that extent? I'm missing the clue. Definitely a possibility. They do seem strangely realistic in their own ways. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Oh, that was the last clue? Oh, okay. We got this. I think that's all we can get for now. Went down the Satomi Kisaragi rabbit hole at the end there. Looking into the Zimmer's leads to his name showing up a lot, and GR. How was it looking into the doppelganger myth? You get the basic idea. Yes, I picked up a lot of weird info about them. Almost at Kurosawa's place. I hope he's doing okay. Well, the doppelganger first showed up at the CEO's office, but the secretary was fine. And there were many theories around the doppelganger myth itself. So not sure if meeting one actually kills you. You're right, yeah. Phew, I'm calming down a bit. I'll do my best with today's investigation. Okay. Hello, Urban Myth Dissolution Center here. Ah, thanks for coming. Are you alright, Kurosawa-san? We heard that you're... Yes, a doppelganger. It showed up and I saw it myself. His eyes were inhumane, but looked just like me otherwise. Did it attack you or do anything? Nothing like that. But it happened very quickly before I knew it. The thing had left the house. Have you called the police? Well, it's a pretty ridiculous story, so making a fuss would damage my company's reputation. Anyway, kindly check what it was doing at my place. We have a housekeeper and she saw it too. So please talk to her and also... Who's this lady? Hey, Yuya. We aren't done talking yet. Huh? Who are these chicks? You're bringing over girls in broad daylight? They're here for business. This is work, so give us a moment. Is that his girlfriend? Are you okay? She received some messages, supposedly from me, that I have no memory of. The messages asked her various things about my room. I'd appreciate if you could look into that. Anyway, I'll let you investigate. Understood. Wow. Who is she though? Observe. Do you know, I'm going to talk to Jasmine first because I always go back to her to talk to her, and then I realised maybe I should have talked to her first because it's all stuff that she tells us to do stuff that we've really done. A series of trophies and awards on display. So many of them. Kurosawa-san must be really talented. Prefectural Junior High Kendo Tournament, 10th place. High School Speech Contest, Judges Award, silver medal. Business Idea Contest, College category, 2nd place. So Kurosawa was a high achiever since his school days. Japan Corporate Excellence Award, Information Technology UTech Priority. Silver Award, 100k subscribers, 5 Society. Gold Award, 1 million subscribers, 5 Society. Incredible. Worried about the boss man? Yes. I'll search for him on my end. Got connections that could help. Yeah, because we haven't heard from the director. So it's a bit worrying. And I mean, he did say he was going to be unreachable for the next few days, but still.
Meow.
Thank you for the deep meow, Cooper. I hope you're having a lovely and wonderful Tuesday so far, and welcome in, welcome in. Oh. Jasmine, how do you feel about this case? Well, Kurosawa ran into his doppelganger pretty quick, but he's weirdly calm, kind of fishy if you ask me. Fishy? Might want to keep an eye on what the dude says and does. That meow surprised you. It's a deep meow, a proper deep meow. I wish I had a deep enough voice to do that sort of meow, but I don't, unfortunately. All you get is a meow. That's not even how I meow anyway. When I was... It was like the sad violin from my pathetic sad meow. So when I was staying at Tyrion's last year in November, and she's got quite a few cats, and then I was like obviously irritating some of them. I think it was Skinny that was on top of the stairs. So I saw her and I was just like stood there with her, and I was just going meow 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 meow. And Tyrion singing obviously heard me, and I'm like, "What are you doing, Jatsu?" I'm talking to the cats. I'm just talking to the cats. Don't mind me. I'm just meowing at the cats. Thank you for the applause. Thank you so much. I'm sure the cats were super irritated by me with my meow meow meow. About the investigation, you know the drill, yeah? Maybe. Talk to each witness, confirm their claims, figuring out the doppelganger's actions and motives. You got this. Yes. About the director. About the director. Yeah, I asked someone I know for tracking help. Nothing substantial so far. Thank you, Jasmine. No need to thank me. You're like a worried parent or something. Apparently some meows are universal though. Really? Really? I know. So I've seen like these ads where they're like, oh, you can get like the cat meow translator, or if you want to communicate with your cat, you just say what you want to say and then this translator will play the meows that needs to be played for the cat to understand. Do they really work? Like, do they actually work? You're gonna stop the eliminate card prophecies, right? Go on and show the director how it's done. Right, let's do this. Okay, let's talk to the housemaid. Excuse me, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Could I talk to you for a minute? Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Feeling kind of nervous. Apparently it's a universal come here thing. Your mileage may vary. I don't have a cat, so I can't try this out on anyone. I mean, okay, so I don't have a cat, but my neighborhood has a lot of cats that roam around, and they're owned by people. They're just allowed to roam around, which is kind of dangerous because our road has a lot of cars. Like, our road has a lot of cars. But to be fair, despite that, the cats do mainly roam around the gardens more than they roam around like where the street is, which is also a bit more safer because there's no cars around the back where our gardens are. Because the way our houses are built, there's like a few rows that are parallel to each other, and our gardens are like back to back, so it creates enough space for the cats to like roam around and, you know, explore and to claim territory, which is quite funny because we don't have a cat, so all the cats always fight for our garden as their territory. And there's always cat fights out there, and you're like, wait, hang on, stop, cats, stop. You can share the garden. It's big enough for all of you. It's big enough for you all. But no, yeah, I'll try that if I come across one of the fluffy cats that are really friendly. Ah yes, Mr. Kurosawa mentioned you. If I can be of any help, my name is Honda. I work as a housekeeper here. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I had to sneeze. I was just like, oh no, I can feel it coming. Oh. My nose is really blocked as well. I hope I'm not coming down. I don't think I am. I think I'm just tired. Work is really tiring me out at the moment, so. Right. May I ask you what happened yesterday? Someone who looked just like Kurosawa came here. There's someone just like him. She's deep in thought. It was around 8 o'clock last night. Mr. Kurosawa came home and immediately went to his room. I was preparing his dinner when I heard the entrance open again. I looked out and Mr. Kurosawa was standing there. I think I told him that I thought he'd already come home. What did Kurosawa-san say? He went to his room, then soon after I heard him yelling. Yelling? Like, when someone's surprised. Mr. Kurosawa came out of his room immediately afterwards. And another Mr. Kurosawa followed him out shortly after. And by that time, the first Kurosawa had disappeared into thin air. I couldn't believe my eyes. I see. Okay, well I gotta go see you at the karaoke next week. Why are you hosting, Cooper? If you're hosting, I'll come join. But yes, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. I very much appreciate you coming by and saying hi. But have fun doing whatever you're up to. And yeah, have a lovely and wonderful evening. How was the room? Where's this mouse? Oh, yeah. Did you look inside Kurosawa-san's room? I am only in charge of cleaning for all the other rooms. I was told that Mr. Kurosawa's room has various things he can't show anyone else. When I first came here as housekeeper, I was told that entering Mr. Kurosawa's room is strictly forbidden. I see. So can we enter it? Honda-san, when did you start working here as a housekeeper? You seem accustomed to this job. When did I start? She's really intense. Is it just me? I've been a housekeeper for a long while, but I started working here recently. Wait, recently? But the secretary was also recent. Why all his staff recent? What is going on? Oh really? I'm old, but still need to work to pay my bills, you see. I could do with a little raise, if you catch my drift, or would Mr. Kurosawa fire me if he heard this? She doesn't seem to be kidding at all. Just checking. Did you speak in any way of the first Kurosawa-san that came home? In any way? As in, did she talk at all? Or just reacted as usual, I believe. I greeted him with a welcome home, Mr. Kurosawa. And he gave me a small nod and headed to his room. So you didn't have a conversation? Understood, thank you. So the first Kurosawa-san probably was a doppelganger, and the one that yelled wasn't the doppelganger. We have an idea of the doppelganger's actions, but what is its goal? A photo of Kurosawa-san. It might be one from a while ago. He looks a bit different from now. There's some writing on the trophy he's holding. National College Debate Contest, first place, Inugami University Debate Club. Wow, winning this is amazing, but also... Inugami? That's my uni. So Kurosawa-san went there too? Excuse me, just a moment of your time please. Who the heck are you anyway? I might be able to help in some way. Huh? I'm from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And what the heck is that, eh? There's been something strange happening around Kurosawa-san recently. It seems someone who looks just like him is up to no good. If this is serious talk, that's pretty laughable. It is true, there was evidence of that intruder in the CEO office too. And I saw it too, or its shadow, so we're pretty sure it's real. Sheesh. This is a reality show or something. Could we ask you your name, please? Aika, Yu's girlfriend, and what's he doing inviting girls to his place anyway? He did this before too, and we had a huge fight, and I haven't forgiven him yet. I'm just here for work, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. You're weird. What was your name again? Asami Fukurai. Okay, then Sam, what you need? Sam? Aika-san, strange things have been happening around Kurosawa-san recently. We're worried about Kurosawa-san's safety. And maybe he could be in danger too. Oh wait, that's not so funny. Wait, you serious? Very serious. Kurosawa-san might have told you. The messages you received were probably from his doppelganger. Huh? So those nonsense texts he sent me the other day weren't from you on booze, but from someone else? We believe so, yes. I'd like to ask you something else about the doppelganger. Huh? What? Have you ever talked to him over the phone directly? Nah, nope, just those DMs. I see, just his messages. Maybe it's true that doppelgangers don't talk. No, because, right, even though he may look like him, he might not sound like him. Could you tell us in detail what you experienced? Like a few days ago, you DMs me. First I thought, who the heck is this? He usually calls, but hey. I see, it was from Kurosawa-san's actual account. Hey Aika, remember when you came to my place? Is this it? Looks like he was asking something. He was super creepy, got on my nerves after a while, so I deleted most of it. That explains it. What was he asking you about? Something about that hard drive in Yua's room. Do you think it's someone from the Zimmers that's pretending to be dressed up as him? A hard drive? I asked him about it too, said something about a black box or drive or whatever. I said, how should I know about that? It's your room, don't ask me. Yeah, true. Right. So I figured something was up and came to check. If those DMs were from an imposter, I don't get what's going on. I'll recheck with Kurosawa-san about this. Where is he? Oh, we can actually observe his room. A mundane everyday trash can. It's pretty packed, old documents maybe. What's this? Wait, why is that photo crumpled in the bin? Isn't it on the wall? A photo crumpled and rolled up. Is this the same photo as the one on display? No, it's longer sideways. Oh wait, this person on the right. Tsutomu Kisaragi. Why? Why would Kurosawa-san be in the photo of Dr. Kisaragi? I need to ask Kurosawa-san. Oh, he's related to him? This computer's huge. Lots of glowing lights. Is this one of those gaming rigs? I didn't think the doppelganger would try to contact Aika. I've briefed my housekeeper, so kindly talk to both of them. Understood. I've already spoken to both of them. Now it's your turn. Excuse me. May I ask about what happened yesterday? Yeah, sure. When I got home last night, the housekeeper looked at me funny and said she thought I'd already come home. I had no idea what she meant, but when I came to this room, the doppelganger was there. Exactly. Looked just like me. Except the eyes. They were just sockets with eyeballs in them. I just stood there in shock and he took off. I see. Have you noticed anything unusual since you saw the doppelganger? Like a massive headache or something? You think I might die because I met my doppelganger? Oh, you know about that. Nothing seems wrong with my health. That reminds me, you met my secretary yesterday, right? Kiyomoto-san, you mean? Yes, she seems to have skipped work today without permission. I tried to call her, but she's not picking up. Huh? Our staff is looking for her. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Kiyomoto-san has met the doppelganger, so... Is this because of the doppelganger too? That's quite dangerous. About the messages that Aika-san received. Oh yeah, those. They weren't from you, right? Of course not. My account got hacked, it happens. I've taken measures to fix the situation. I see. So does that mean the doppelganger was using your account? I don't know who the culprit was, but this is embarrassing as a tech company CEO. It is. The fact that your own, account got hacked. It's not very secure. Kurosawa-san, did you know Satomi Kisaragi? Why all of a sudden? Well, I found a photo of you with Dr. Kisaragi in your trash can. Is that from when you were a student? Well, yes, he was advisor for a sports team I was in back in uni. So that's why. But what does that have to do with this case? And why are you even searching through my garbage? I never asked you to do that. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought I'd thrown away all of those photos. But why was the photo in the garbage? Your guess is as good as mine. I noticed it lying around yesterday. Do you think that you dig that up? It was lying around. So if it wasn't Kurosawa-san or the housekeeper, did the doppelganger leave it there? But why would it do that? That's also interesting that it'd leave a photo. Maybe they had beef. And when I say they had beef, I mean a disagreement. It's a English slang, not that they actually had a roast beef together. Oh my god. It takes a tech CEO to have such a huge safe at home. If the doppelganger was after someone, this might be it. Yeah, but are we gonna ask him to open it up? I need notes on people I met. Aika-san is Kurosawa-san's girlfriend and was at his place when we arrived. Why was it that she suddenly came to Kurosawa-san's place? Because of messages from the imposter. Yes, she received fake messages through Kurosawa-san's hacked account, so she came over to check. I'm surprised that someone could hack Kurosawa-san's account. Can't be easy. What kind of super hacker could pull that off? Yeah, Kurosawa's girlfriend. Oh, sorry, excuse me. She has a strong personality and I'm a bit intimidated by her. She receives strange DMs even though they usually don't talk using messages. A strange entity who looks just like Kurosawa-san. He doesn't say a word and acts with some kind of purpose. Some say that those who see their doppelganger will die. What about the people around him? That's what we're a bit worried at the moment, is that Miss Kiyomoto might be in trouble. Could I ask something? Go ahead. Oh, okay. Not that. Okay. No, not the bin, not the bin. Okay, let's go back to the main entrance. And let's do the glasses. And see what we can find. Ooh, but first, let me take off my hoodie. Ooh. Okay. Oh, there's two of them. Wait, were they both here at the same time? I see two shadows. Could they be Kurosawa-san and the doppelganger? So I'm seeing the shadows overlapping from when they came home last night. They really look alike when compared like this, but I can somehow tell which one is the doppelganger. I wonder why. And again, the doppelganger shadow. It really does seem like it's watching me. It's supposed to just be a trace. How is it doing this? Reminds me, I need to check with the housekeeper about what the doppelganger did. Oh, well, we can talk to her now since we're here. Did you notice anything unusual or peculiar about the Kurosawa-san who came home first? Peculiar? Yes. I can't imagine that the first Mr. Kurosawa I saw might be someone else. As far as I could tell, it most certainly was the Mr. Kurosawa I know. I see, thank you. Oh. Okay. Honda-san works as a housekeeper at Mr. Kurosawa-san's place. When did she say she started working here? Recently, as well. Yeah, she started working here recently too. I wonder if Kurosawa-san tends to overwork his staff. Oh, is she also thinking that maybe he has a high turnover of staff because of the way he treats them? Housekeeper working at Kurosawa-san's home. She takes care to inform her employer when preparing meals or handling other tasks. After seeing Kurosawa-san return home one day, she saw him come home a second time. Okay. Let us continue. Oh, so it's definitely at the computer. The shadow's the doppelganger. It looks different somehow. It's near the computer, but what is it doing? I can't make out exactly what he's doing with his hands, but it looks like he's taking something out or away from the computer. I should figure out what could have been around the computer. This shadow is different from the usual ones. This must be the doppelganger. Is it trying to do something to the safe? The shadow seems to be looking at me and laughing. Too scary. I should check for traces of the safe being tampered with. It seems like the shadows are aware that we're watching them. So could this be a real urban myth? Or maybe it's... oh, I don't know. It's strange. Because yeah, the fact that she says that it notices that she's there and it keeps watching her. And it makes me think that the shadow is aware of her abilities. I think the doppelganger was fiddling around with this. There's a USB cable dangling here, but nothing connected to it. Well, we can ask Kurosawa-san in a minute. The doppelganger was staring at the safe. Was anything stolen from it? I should check with the housekeeper Honda-san whether the doppelganger had anything in its hands. I should also ask Mr. Kurosawa-san to check the contents of his safe. Okay, so we have additional things to ask about the safe. Have you noticed whether anything was stolen? And did you check the contents of your safe? I haven't checked thoroughly, so that is a possibility. That safe is huge and stands out, so you might want to make sure. Indeed. Actually, I'm a bit busy right now, so could you check the safe yourself? What? Me? Yes, please. I should have contracts, watches, and some gold in there. The combination is 5666, so please go ahead. Oh, understood. Isn't that careless of him? Or does he have a reason? That does seem rather careless that he'd give us the code to the safe. Is it really okay to open this? Let's see. 5666. It's open. How will I know if everything is here? Contracts, watches, actual gold bars. I guess something's been stolen. Oh. So the doppelganger's gold was the hard drive, I assume, because it messaged Aika, who is the girlfriend of Yua's, about the hard drive. Like, do you remember where the hard drive is? Is what he asked. I need to think things over a bit. The doppelganger who appeared at CEO's office showed up at Kurosawa-san's place as well. It entered Kurosawa-san's room, maybe to lie in wait for Kurosawa-san himself. Kurosawa-san did indeed encounter the doppelganger, yet it could have waited for him anywhere, including the entrance, which means that there could have been a reason that it was in Kurosawa-san's room. It doesn't seem to have touched any of the valuables. It had sent messages to Aika-san too. I wonder what it was trying to do. The goal seems to have been... hang on. Been to get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa-san's room. Yay! The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa-san's room. Yes, that must be it. I'm not sure what an HDD is, but judging from the messages Aika-san received, that must be it. Maybe I should ask Aika-san about what exactly a HDD looks like. But why would you ask Aika-san and not Kurosawa? Because it belonged to him, right? Okay, fine. Could I bother you again? What? Not done yet? The messages you receive were probably sent by the doppelganger. Kurosawa-san's account seems to have been hacked. Hacked? Yu Kurosawa, CEO of a security company, getting hacked? Loser. And that's what it seems like. And who exactly is that doppel or whatever? An ex of Yuya's? Ex? It's more like a copy of the person. I don't get it, but isn't this a dumped ex trying to get back at Yuya or something? Well, I don't know for sure. Is this not an occult case, but an angry ex case? I mean, could be. Aya-san, about the HDD. Hey, I wouldn't know, okay? Yes, but it would help to know what kind of shape it was. It was near the computer connected with a cable and around the size of a lunchbox. Oh yeah. It was a black box with a sticker on it that said 5 or something. A 5? Not sure about that, but might be it. Kurosawa-san might recognise that. We should check with him. By the way, do you know if any of Kurosawa-san's ex-girlfriends might know a lot about HDDs? How should I know? Of course, sorry. Okay. Oh, no, we're not. Stop trying to look in the bins. Could I ask you something? Go ahead. Okay. Kurosawa-san, do you know about an HDD with a sticker with the number 5? Wait, he's really surprised. What about it? Seems like the doppelganger's goal was to get that HDD. What does HDD stand for, by the way? Kurosawa-san, about the HDD. HDDs are storage media. You can save a large amount of photos, music, or videos on them. I see. Then it might have had something stored on it that the doppelganger wanted, which is why it was stolen. Would the Urban Myth Dissolution Center be able to recover it from me? But we haven't even recovered the first thing that was stolen. I can't say for sure, at least not immediately. Worst case, destroying the HDD works too. I would appreciate it if you could prevent the contents from leaking out. What contents do you have saved in your storage device, huh? That the world can't see? I can't promise anything. It's dodgy. Absolute dodgy. Okay. Right. When the first Kurosawa-san came out, was he holding anything? Holding anything? Like a wad of bills or expensive looking jewellery? No, I don't remember him carrying anything of the sort. Do you mean Mr. Kurosawa's room has such things in it? Well, I wouldn't know. Then again, he wouldn't have that huge safe if he didn't. Huh? Is there something wrong? If she's never been in the room, why does she know about the safe? Oh. That is suspicious. So, figure out why doppelgangers came here. The doppelganger seems to have stolen a HDD from Kurosawa-san's computer. A HDD. Just a HDD without touching the gold bars or other valuables. Kurosawa-san even asked us to destroy it if we need to. Yeah, don't agree to it. Those requests lead to complaints later on. So it came from the HDD, wonder what's inside. Also, Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. She skipped work without saying anything and isn't answering. Could she be meeting someone's doppelganger and bring death to others as well? Kurosawa-san said his staff is looking for her, but I hope nothing's happened to her. Kurosawa-san and Honda-san, the housekeeper, have both met the doppelganger in this house. Yeah, might not be safe. I'll go grab the van, so tell Kurosawa and the housekeeper to be on guard. Understood. Get some rest, Sammy. We're on standby until Kurosawa updates us. Gotcha. Thank you, Jasmine. Bye, Jasmine. Oh? We're going shopping. Oh. Ooh. Why is someone following us? I don't like it. Someone's following us. No, 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 no. And what's with the noise? What is this place? It's dark but so loud. I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. No, help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Miss Sammy. Miss Asami. Do we have a doppelganger? Oh no, the eyes, the eyes. The director? Ooh. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. Oh my god. Oh, the way she moves. The way she moves. Oh my god. No, no. Ooh, that was... Sammy, you awake? You dozing off again? Huh? What the... Oh, I was just zoned out for a bit there. Stop falling asleep while we're talking. Kurosawa sent in this stupid request, so we need to get planning. I'm sorry, I had this weird dream. Anyway, you were saying the doppelganger had actually shown up before the CEO office intrusion. Yep, it turned up a week ago in the UTech HQ server room, which makes 3 sightings: server room, CEO's office, CEO's home. Sure gets around for an anomaly. By the way, we haven't heard from the director yet. Everything's okay. It's looking like we might have to do the dissolution ourselves, huh? I'll practice manifesting the eye opener and unlocking it. No idea what you're talking about. UTech HQ coming up. Time for investigator mode. Yes. Let's get investigating. Oh, so it showed up another time a week before. But we've only been made aware of the 2 times that it's appeared. Kurosawa-san, you mentioned the doppelganger was here a week ago. Yeah, it seems like it showed up in the server room. No reports of anything stolen or sabotaged so far. Can I ask what this room's for? This is our server room, where we store important data for our clients. It's usually off limits to external parties. My main concern is why the intruder targeted this server room. Since it's appeared in our buildings twice already, it may have hostile intentions towards our company. I hope you can find out why it came here. Understood. By the way, I asked you to look for the HDD stolen from my home. Could you give me a status report on that first? Actually, our job is to investigate urban myths. Looking for stolen property is not quite what we... Well, looks like our understanding of the requests on your work aren't aligned. Hey, when did we agree to change our service plan? And you are? Just a part-time helper, and if you have additional requests for the lost property searches, I'll check with management. We're not in the position to make those kind of decisions ourselves, especially for this kind of pseudo-police work. Never know what might turn out illegally, really. I can write up a theft report for the police. Actually, we've had a lot going on with all these strange incidents. Please forget about the stolen item for now, we'll handle that ourselves. Just continue investigating the urban myth element if that works for you. Oh, okay. Please check with the server engineer and security guard about what happened here. Okay, we will. Thank you, Jasmine. Why did Kurosawa-san's tone change all of a sudden? Leave those situations to me. Anyway, he's shown his true colours. He almost forced that responsibility on us. Let's move on. First, we need to know what appeared here. And next, why it came here specifically. I'll keep an eye out for what Kurosawa's up to while we investigate. Okay. Let's talk to Jasmine first. Just be wary around Kurosawa, okay? About the doppelganger that appeared in the server room. Any thoughts? For a doppelganger, this one doesn't seem that supernatural. This one came for the server room. The stolen item from the CEO's place was a HDD. Oh yeah, and the card-like device is stolen from the CEO office. The item stolen from the CEO office was some kind of device. All I heard was that it's red and card-like. Oh, I guess I shouldn't assume then. Any leads you're aware of? Not too sure. Might be something, but nah, I'm not confident just yet. I see. Let me know if you figure anything out. The doppelganger must have a goal. It's like it's targeting something. If we're working this case and it turns out the Illumina cards are related. If they are, I'll need a bit more info, Sammy. Give me that info. On it. Okay. So we can talk to him. We might as well. Really sorry about earlier. Oh, it's okay. Force of habit from the negotiation table. Oh, okay. Could you tell me about what happened here in detail? 1 week ago, late at night, the doppelganger showed up here, though nothing was taken. Please ask our server engineer in this room's security guard for specifics. I was out of the office working on something else, so I wasn't aware of what happened. Understood. I'll check with the engineer and security guard. Oh, by the way. Oh? Did you remember something else? You have this special power, right? I seem to have lost my fountain pen when I came here this morning. Your fountain pen? You're good at finding such things, aren't you? Well, kinda. It's actually a very special pen for me. Could you try looking for it? It was a gift from my father. From your father? We definitely should try to find it then. Exactly. Would you mind? It should be in this room somewhere. I'll have a look. He's hidden it to test our abilities, I bet you. Do you think he's part of the Great Reset group? I wanted to ask about Kiyomoto-san. You mentioned she wasn't answering calls. Kiyomoto, my secretary. Yes, I'd forgotten to mention this. We haven't been able to contact her. I asked HR to check on her home, but they couldn't find her, so she might be missing. Huh? Maybe that secretary job was physically demanding in some ways, but disappearing with no word or warning, I don't think that's what is going on. Meeting the doppelgangers of other people can kill you too. That's pushing it a bit, no? I met mine 2 days ago, but nothing has happened. Though that reminds me. Or? What does it remind him of? That reminds you? It's just that our housekeeper didn't show up this morning and hasn't contacted us either. Even the housekeeper's missing. Something's dodgy. Your housekeeper, Honda-san. Is she okay? Your secretary Kiyomoto-san and now your housekeeper, Honda-san? Both recently encountered your doppelganger. It's really strange that they're going missing like this. Well, actually, there are lots of irresponsible people in the world. And why am I totally unaffected? Well, I wouldn't worry too much about the doppelganger rumours. Wait, so that wasn't why you requested the centre's help? He doesn't care, does he? It looks like a shelf full of storing connection cables and tools. Quite a lot of stuff kept here. This guy must be the engineer. Oh, he's kind of cute. Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Oh, hello, I'm Nakata. I handle UTech Priority Server Room, admin and maintenance. Are the servers those large machines on the back? Yes, those shells hold hundreds of servers and I'm in charge of them. Oh, I see. Makes sense. Could you tell me about your work? I work in UTech's tech server. UTech server room here in the headquarters. I oversee and maintain the server hardware and also handle troubleshooting. Are you always here? I'm actually pretty new to the company. He's also new. What is going on? Not always, though. I often do come and handle things here. I see, thank you. Could you recap what happened a week ago at night? That day I was handling a regular monthly server maintenance, among other things. So it was your monthly special day where the servers get their beauty time. I guess, yeah, something like that. The CEO showed up during that time a little past midnight, I think. He came in and just... No one was busy at work, he just gave me a wave. Like, don't mind me, carry on or something. Yes, exactly, so I was focusing on the maintenance process and other tasks. Oh, was that Sammy that said that? Did you notice anything unusual? Unusual? Let me think. Well, he acted just like the CEO usually does when we see him around the office. Do you know what exactly he was doing? That would be... No, I don't really know. He seemed to be working on something but was gone when I looked up. Oh, so he disappeared? Wow, these servers are almost a wall of their own. Wouldn't fit in my place. I wonder if folks working on their PCs need to have them at home. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Centre. May I talk to you for a bit? Yes, I heard from the CEO, Inoue here. Security of the server room. Please ask me anything, yes. About your work. Inoue-san, could you tell me about your work? Yes, I'm in charge of security for UTech server. We handle important data such as personal information, yep. I see. A week ago at midnight, we heard that someone came to the server room. Oh yes, the CEO's doppelganger. Yes. Exactly. Could you tell me anything you saw at that time? Well, I don't really understand this doppelganger thing. Someone who looks just like the CEO, I find that hard to believe, just like that, yep. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're sure an entity like that is out there. Things have been stolen from the CEO's office in Kurosawa-san's home, yep. We would appreciate your help, especially to prevent any further incidents. That makes sense. Yep, I see. It was just past midnight on that day, I think. The CEO just showed up like that, yep. Does Kurosawa-san usually come by at this hour? No, it's rare that he even comes to the server room. Our server engineer Nakata was here, yep. Does he just say yup after every sentence? I see, so what was Kurosawa-san doing here? He entered the server room and seemed to be doing something inside. But I didn't see what exactly. Alright, I see. So what was he up to? So about the servers, is the big one the server or are the various pieces sticking out the servers? The server has glass doors but no locks. Okay. It's messing with the server. But I wanna see the small shadows. Oh, this is the real. Oh, he's just hidden his pen here on the shelf. The shadow's probably Kurosawa-san's. He looks different from the doppelganger. Yes, definitely Kurosawa-san himself, not the doppelganger. Looks like he's placing something on the tool shelf. Maybe he put the pen here and forgot about it. Need to check. The shadow was around here. There it is, an expensive looking fountain pen. Why would he put it here of all places? Did he hide it on purpose? Anyway, let's give this back to Kurosawa-san. Yeah, he did hide it on purpose. He's testing you. Yes, anything you need, let me know anytime. We're still looking into the intruder's motive, but here's your fountain pen. It was right on the tool shelf. Ah, that power of yours, it's real. This should work then. Just talking to myself. Please carry on with your investigation. Wait, what should work? Okay, well let's figure this guy out first. A shadow which looks just like Kurosawa-san, but I'm starting to see the difference. This one must be the doppelganger. Hey Rin! Hey! How was art? Shout out to Rhinoceros TV. This isn't sleep. I didn't say I was sleeping. I said I was going off to do something else. You know that I stream on Tuesdays, the same as you. But yeah, I hope the artwork was going well and you made some progress. Don't worry, if you haven't, it's fine. I completely understand. Art is a slow process. But welcome in, Raiders. My name is Jatsu. I'm a variety streamer. I do mostly psychological horrors, story-based games, and I also occasionally draw. If you haven't hydrated for a while, please make sure you grab that cup of yours and take a nice big sip. And if you haven't moved for a while, please lift your arms up into the air and do a nice big stretch. I know you do, I'm just fucking with you. Good. Actually, it's nearly done. I'll send you a work in progress. Yay! Okay, cool. I look forward to it. I also look forward... So, I have commissioned Rin to work on a thumbnail for me, although she's made it into something grander than a thumbnail. She's done a proper illustration piece for it. Bless her. So she's done a thumbnail for me, and it's for one of the audios that I intend to record. I need to actually record it and start editing, because I have the script. I've written the script. I wrote it ages ago. Okay, right. So when I wrote the script, I actually wrote it for myself, and then I was just like, when I was done with it, I was like, well, I don't actually need ASMR audio scripts because I don't really record them. So I offered it to the person who does commission me on a regular basis. But because it's safe for work content, they were like, nah, I'm good. I don't want safe for work stuff. So I was just like, okay, fine, I'll just keep it. And then I tried to offer it to someone else. They were like, no, you should do it for yourself because, you know, you wrote the script, you spent time on it. So, you know, you should use it. So I was like, okay, fine. You know what? Fine. I'll use the script myself, which is what I'm going to do eventually. So yeah, I have started making more ASMR stuff, but I'm only doing like maybe a recording a month because I already have a lot on my plate. Like I've got full-time work, I've got streaming, I've got art, I've got hanging out with friends, being social, and now ASMR recordings. You know, I gotta look after myself occasionally. But yeah, no, so I commissioned Rin, who is a really good artist, and you should go check her out if you haven't checked her out. And if you have any money that you can spare or are looking for someone to do some artwork for you, do consider commissioning her as well. She's a lovely artist to work with too. She's very easygoing, and like if you have any changes that you need, she'll be more than happy to make them, of course within reason, because you know, sometimes changes aren't ideal. I'm an artist, I completely understand. I used to take BJD face-up commissions, and like some changes I don't mind doing, like especially if I haven't sealed that layer and I've asked you, are there any changes you'd like me to make? And people say, yeah, can you change this? That's absolutely fine. What annoys me is when I've sealed it and then like, oh, actually, I kind of want to change that. Do you know how hard it is to make changes after I've bloody sealed the damn thing? Like, you do realise I have to. So I learned tips and tricks on removing certain things done after sealing that layer, but still, it's still a lot of extra work that I have to go through. But yeah, within reason, changes are fine. But yes, I probably won't be, I say I probably won't be streaming that much longer, but I'm going to finish this chapter of Urban Myth Dissolution Center, and then I'll probably go to bed because I'm actually feeling really tired. My nose is getting blocked, and my eyes are like half closed kind of thing, and I'm like, Jatu's dying here. I'm not really, but you know. But yes, we are busting myths, and we're going to continue busting them. It's staring at the server. It's looking this way and laughing, scary. I wonder what the server is. The doppelganger seemed fixed on it. Can we check what it is? Oh, we can examine it. It's in a glass compartment with a solid looking door and lock. Tight security here. The doppelganger's shadow was looking at the server. I wonder what's stored in it. Maybe I should check with the server engineer. Yes. Nakata-san. Yes. What's in this server? Okay. There's a server with a lock. What's stored in it? We're thinking that maybe the doppelganger was aiming for the content of that server. The server's content. I can't really tell you that due to security protocols. I could, but I'd need permission from the CEO, so... Oh, so we have to talk to Kurosawa. Okay. I need to know some people I met. He's kind of cute. I still stand by the fact that I think he's kind of cute. Nakata-san's the engineer in charge of the server room. When the doppelganger showed up, what was he doing? Server maintenance? Yes, he was working on a monthly server maintenance. Was it coincidence that the doppelganger came in on that day or not? Okay, engineer in charge of server room. Oh my god, another raid? Hello, Pixie. Welcome in. Hello. And let me give you a shout out. How was stream? How was your new model? Did it work? Did it look beautiful? Was Bruce amazing? Was Bruce like reanimated and revived and everything else? But hello, welcome in raiders. My name is Jatsu. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of psychological horrors as well as story-based games, and I also occasionally draw. If you haven't hydrated for a while, please make sure you lift your cup up and take a nice big sip, and if you haven't moved for a while, please lift your arms up into the air and do a nice big stretch. Thank you. No worries, Pixie. You give up. What have you done, Twirly? Everything's scuffing. I think I'm missing some spaces. Yeah, you're missing some space, some gaps, and that's why it's not working. But that's an easy fix. You just need to space out the emotes and the words a little bit more. But yeah, how was Amanda at the adventure too? Did you get much done, or did you manage to solve many of the puzzles? Because I know that the second game was a lot bigger and had a lot more bigger puzzles. Cursed? Why was it cursed? Was the game cursed? Is it as cursed as my game? Well, my game's not cursed, it's just I'm busting myths. It went okay for the most part, and then it turned out the phone charger randomly decided to break, so I tried to fix it, but made things worse. Oh no! Oh no, so did your model go all funky? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear, but at least the phone charger is an easily replaceable item, so hopefully you can replace that very quickly with Amazon Prime, right? Next day delivery, kinda. And especially if it's just the cable as well, which will be fine, but you should test that out to make sure it's just the cable, not the plug unit itself. Always make sure your electricals are safe and not sparking. We managed a few puzzles, but the phone stuff fried my brain, so I couldn't do the words. No, that's absolutely fine. I mean, you did a stream, you did most of the puzzles, and you got to use, and you also got to reveal your new model, which I missed because you started stream at the exact same time as I did. And I was like, oh, Pixie started at the same time as I did. We literally started stream on at the same time, which I found really funny. But yeah, no, I hope it was good regardless though, despite all the scuff and whatnot. Also, I forgot to say as well before, Raiders, if you need to go rest, please make sure you do so. We are an advocate of self-care here, so please look after yourselves. But if you are staying, we are playing Urban Myth Dissolution. Urban Myth Dissolution? Yes, Urban Myth Dissolution Center, where we are solving crime and busting myths all at the same time. Our current myth at the moment for this chapter is about doppelgangers. So our client has had something stolen from him, but it's been stolen from him by doppelgangers. And we have actually come across and met this doppelganger, and it is scary. I did not like it. It actually scared me, because the previous myths I wasn't so scared with, but this one creeped me out. He accidentally unplugged my monitor, and then VTuber Studio got stuck on my tiny monitor, and I haven't figured out how to put it back. So the model got all squished. Oh no. Oh no, Pixie. Oh no, not the squish model. Oh dear. Okay, so we can't look. We need to get permission to try and find out what's on the server. There's a server with a log. What kind of data is stored in it? Could the doppelganger be trying to steal that information? Nakata-san mentioned the doppelganger was trying something on... Wait, hang on, was trying something to the server? Nakata-san mentioned the doppelganger was doing something to the server. I see. Please check with our server engineer about specifics. You can tell him I gave you permission. And even if the doppelganger is indeed after the server's content, the data within is encrypted. You mean it should be safe? Yes, however, I'm concerned that our engineer hadn't mentioned that so far. Why is that? All hands-on server processes are up to the team in charge, so I wouldn't be accessing anything directly myself. I see. I'll check with Nakata-san about that. Nakata-san? Yes? Okay. Kurosawa-san said you're allowed to tell us about the server's content. Also, I think he's a bit worried about why you hadn't informed him that the doppelganger tampered with the server. Slides into stream. Hey Mia, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely, wonderful Tuesday so far. But yes, welcome in. You're free to slide in here anytime. At least you're not climbing through the window this time. What? Me? Well, to be honest, I felt that the CEO was acting strange that day. I asked him what he was doing, but he didn't even answer me. Oh right, no Mia, don't leave. Are you climbing through the window? Are you climbing through the window? No, don't leave. Come back. I'm gonna drag you back by your little tiny ears. Climbs back in through the... Oh, okay, welcome back. Welcome back in. You've missed some of the scary bits, Mia. Some very scary bits. You might actually see them. The scary bits in this chapter actually made me jump. So you did feel something was off? Yes, and to answer your question, That server is for government-related matters. It contains the National Police Agency's information system. Whoa, that is very important. Mia, no one's scary. But why not, Mia? Join me. It's fine. It's safe. It's safe. It's good here. The National Police? Issues with the server tend to be complicated. But to be honest, I prefer not to cause any issues by speaking up. I see. Mia chicken? Are you a tasty chicken at least? Num num num. And please, it's strictly off the record that it's for the police's information system. So it's not like I had any other intentions, I'm sorry. And either way, it takes special authentication to access that system, so the intruder shouldn't have been able to extract any data. Meat is not for eating? Oh boo, boo. And I was gonna be like, let's eat Mia, num num num. So in order to do anything with the server's content, you need to clear the authentication. And that's right, so I bet the intruder probably got this far, then gave up and left. Please pass that on to the CEO. Understood, thank you for explaining. I wonder if the server near the back wall is alright. The doppelganger was trying to get something, was doing something to it too. Maybe I should look at it through the glass. Or through the glasses even. Oh god, I'm so tired, I'm struggling. Okay. Oh, he was here as well. No, come back, Mia. Fine, I won't eat you. I won't numb you. Come back. Don't leave. The shadow looks just like Kurosawa-san. But it's actually the doppelganger, I think. Yes, positive. Okay, look closer. Thank you for coming back. He's standing there all confident, like it's his own company. It means the security guard saw this doppelganger too, right? Did we speak to him? Was anything unusual about Kurosawa-san? Well, he was just like his usual everyday self. He's here today as well, but even if you told me he was a doppelganger, I wouldn't know. There's no way I could tell, yup. I see. One thing though, he was there one moment and gone the next. You should ask Nakata, our server engineer, about this. He also met the CEO here last week. Oh, I mean, no, met that doppelganger thing here. Yep. I see, thank you. But we already spoke to him. Inouye-san is the security guard in charge of the server room. He seems to have encountered the doppelganger, but around what time was it? Oh wait, I don't know what time he encountered him. What time did he encounter him? Top security police informed recently, abruptly, doppelganger server and the Nakata-san didn't report it because of something that appeared in the room looked like Kurosawa. No one suspected anything. Appeared a week ago, server room. But it doesn't say. Then I didn't report it. Our house didn't show up, didn't call. The server contains secret information. Police. Okay, no, that's not the information I wanted. No, that's not it either. What's it? Security compromised? But he doesn't say what time. It just says about a week ago. How is that a fair question to make me answer when we don't even know? Okay, just around noon. He came while everyone was having lunch. No, wait, many people would have seen it if so. Let me rethink this. 10 in the morning? Yes, 10 a.m, which is the time I wake up when I don't have classes first in the morning. No, if so, the other staff would have been... Oh no, so midnight then. But that information wasn't given to me, so they can't expect me to answer that. Yes, at around midnight. Inouye-san and Nakata-san were working late at that hour. At that hour, there aren't many other witnesses. Surveillance. The security guard in charge of surveillance for the server room, who talks with an energetic tone, says that the CEO showed up suddenly late at night, then vanished into thin air. Did he also say the same thing? Oh, appeared late at night. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so we've got you already. So we need to talk to you. Well, we need to observe you. Looks just like Kurosawa-san. But this one's the doppelganger. It seems to be doing something to the servers. This doppelganger, what's it doing to the server? It's touching something, connecting the cable to the server. Wait. Is that even safe for the server? Should I worry? Okay. Maybe we talk to this guy? Oh. Wait, did you see the CEO's face? Did you get a close look at Kurosawa-san's face when he appeared at midnight? I'm not too sure, but I did look at him when he entered this room. I think it was just the usual CEO. I'm a bit slow on clues here. Have we said everything we need from the guard as well? Okay, we have. Maybe if I check the server. Oh, look closely. Look closely. This server has neither a door or a lock, so it just opens up. The doppelganger was connecting the cable to this and doing something. I need to let the server engineer know about this. Okay, let's talk to Nakata. Nakata-san. Excuse me, about the server in the back. The doppelganger might have been targeting the server in the back of the room. It seems to have connected the cable to it and then did something. Did it steal some important data maybe? The server in the back? You mean the one without a lock? The server in the back isn't being used yet. We'll be setting up its structure and getting it ready for actual use. Oh, so there's no data in it that could be stolen? Yes, it's totally empty. It's not even connected to the internet, so there's nothing that could have been done with it. So the doppelganger snuck into the server room to steal important data, but didn't find anything, so gave up? That feels off somehow. Maybe I should ask Jasmine for tips. That does seem a bit off. That Kurosawa guy, he seems... I'll keep an eye out too. Sounds great. So, we know quite a bit more, but also quite a bit less. Which means... The doppelganger came to the server room, but it seems it slipped away without taking anything this time. But in this room there's one server, which sounds like an obvious target. Say what? Well, you see... Why are you whispering? The server contains the National Police's information system. The National Police? Shh. But nothing seems to have been swiped from the server yet. It seems the police info system needs special authentication to access. Authentication, so a password. And it left this room, for now at least. For now. I'm more and more confused about the doppelganger's goals. Actually, Sammy, I think I might have an idea. Question is, what type of data from the National Police is stored there? Oh, is there a way to find out? I think Kurosawa has taken a peek at the contents at least. Gotta find a way to make him spill the beans. Oh wow. Kurosawa is feigning calm, but is obsessed with whatever this was taken. Then again, he's not going to just tell us if we ask. So it's a matter of, what could we tell him that would make him talk? Gotcha. I'll think about it. Go for it. But what information are we going to offer him? Okay, let's think things through. The National Police's information stored on Newtek's server. Jasmine thinks Kurosawa has peeked at the content. Is there anything you're unsure of? I think it's going to be hard to get him to talk. Kurosawa-san has been hiding various pieces of information from us. If we could make him believe that we are partially aware of the truth and are in a position to help him, we may be able to get past his emotional barrier. The doppelganger is clearly sneaking in to steal the National Police's data, exactly in ways that an anomaly wouldn't. Is there some kind of hint in there? What could we say to catch Kurosawa-san off guard? The doppelganger may be a Zimmer who is trying to plot a terrorist attack. Yeah! We got this. The doppelganger may be a Zimmer who is trying to plot a terrorist attack. This is just a thought, but putting aside whether the doppelganger is an anomaly or not, if we hypothesize it's a Zimmer working towards a goal, things start making sense. This is a huge slip up by Kurosawa-san's company, but he'd probably tell us if we could stop a terrorist attack. We could possibly ask Kurosawa-san outright, but that's kind of scary, honestly. I should check with Jasmine first. And that Kurosawa guy, he seems... I'll keep an eye out too. Okay, so we potentially figured out... I think it's a Zimmer too. Just a thought about the entity we've been calling a doppelganger. Could it be a Zimmer trying to make things look like it's a doppelganger? You think so too, Sammy? They snuck in here a week ago to snatch National Police info for their terrorist plans, but they failed and realised they need a red card-like device for the heist. So they stole it from the CEO's office or something like that. They needed a device to steal the data. How do you know this? Sammy, just trust me on this one. Go pressure Kurosawa a bit. If he won't talk, just mention that device and he should tell you everything. Okay. Alright. Kurosawa-san, about the content of the server that the doppelganger tried to hack. I can't really tell you much. Could you just focus on the intruder's motive? What if the intruder was a Zimmer? They've been carrying... Alright, hang on. What if the intruder was a Zimmer? They've been carrying out terrorist attacks. If they laid hands on the information, you don't know what they might do. What exactly is this top secret info about? Let's slow down a bit. As I mentioned earlier, nothing was taken during this intrusion. You may have heard, but even if they had tried to access the server, a special authentication is needed to retrieve the data. Oh, but the red card-like device was stolen from your office, wasn't it? Isn't that a huge concern? I didn't think you'd find out this much. The information in that server is related to VIP protection. VIP protection? VIP protection? Info related to security measures for political figures and leaders from within Japan, and also for VIPs visiting from overseas. Security is a growing concern recently. You mean the Zimmer terrorist activities that we see in the news? So Zimmers could plan a terrorist attack with that information? Yes, which is why I was hoping you could figure out who the thief is. Then again, you got me. I guess I underestimated you. He's wording this as if we brought up a real zinger or something. I should update Jasmine either way. Okay. Jasmine, we know what's in the server. You okay? You don't look so good. It's got info on VIP protection. The intruder who came to the server and was trying to access VIP protection information. Just like you suggested. I mentioned the device to Kurosawa-san and he told me. Okay. If it's Zimmer, then they're definitely planning out the steps toward their goal. This means the Zimmers have full access to security information on VIPs, right? You got it. This could be really bad. That could be really bad. Oh my god, that was a rather long investigation. Jasmine, does the situation look hopeless? Well, the doppelganger's probably been taken... Well, the doppelganger has probably been after Kurosawa's data for a while, and the server contained national police info and VIP protection. Did the Zimmers do this to plan terrorist attacks? The police are in danger, but we are too now that we know. If they realise the centre's involved, the Zimmers may label us as threats and actively target us. Oh no, even if we aren't doing anything to them? We figured out their plans, that's reason enough for them to come after us. And this means the boss man's silence is a concern too. No word in a while, let's hope it's not because of the Zimmers. Do you think the director's okay? The boss man's a resourceful one, so I'm not that worried. Either way, the Zimmers have probably already achieved their goal. Now it's up to how we and the police follow up. I see. Anyway, let's stop here for today. Tell them bye and head home. Yes. Having that stolen really messes with our plans. The red device too. Then again, that girl's power could be useful. Is he gonna use Sammy? He's an evil, evil man if he is. Oh, she's at the center. But the boss man ain't here. I really hope the director's okay. Assuming Jasmine's right, I wonder what the director's doing now. Another pile of books, researching something, I guess. Occult fundamentals for dummies. Any abduction techniques, past and present. The world without Tsutomu Kisaragi. Spice up your occultic fun. The Book of the Dead according to Tsutomu Kisaragi. These are all books by Dr. Kisaragi, and there's something else in the pile. A memo by the director, server room CEO office, Kurosawa home. The last line reads, Kurosawa Seiji. The doppelganger's movements seen with that vision. Yep, it's time for me to go meet Jasmine. Wait, because Kurosawa's name is Yuya, so is Seiji? Does he have a twin? Maybe he's got a twin. Okay, let's get started. Any word from the boss man? Not yet. I don't know what's going on. Seems really busy. I did find a memo listing the places we've investigated. The last line read, Seiji Kurosawa. Even watch with the vision, huh? Could throw us a tip or two at least. Anyway. Seiji Kurosawa is Yuya Kurosawa's father. Oh, okay, so it's his father. We'll be heading to Seiji Kurosawa's home, their estate. The doppelguy showed up there. You mean at Kurosawa-san's family home? Yup, if the boss man had that name written down, it must have been some clue. Seiji Kurosawa. The CEO guy has some serious lineage. Wait, who exactly is Seiji Kurosawa? Again, how do you not hear about things? Look him up online, will give you an idea. Understood. I'll search for Seiji Kurosawa then. I wonder if the Kurosawa estate might be hiding something. Something that the doppelganger and Zimmers both want. The info stored in the server room, maybe not since it's top secret. What a mess if that had leaked. Anyway, I'll go ahead and look up Seiji Kurosawa. So did they fix the leak then? Or did they change the servers? What have they done? Because, okay, so they didn't manage to steal the information, but still, they could come back again because now they have the authentication device. Is it true that director Kurosawa's son is Yuya Kurosawa, the CEO of UTech? I bet you he's leaving management up to someone else and just playing around. Director Kurosawa. They mean Seiji Kurosawa. We were looking up Seiji-san, but info on his son came up. His father's a big shot and the son makes a lot of money, so I'm sure a lot of people envy him. Which one gets more attention? I don't know if Dad gets more attention. Wait, there's a reaction to Yuya Kurosawa. Just looking up director Kurosawa will probably lead to more like this. Try using keywords to narrow down the search for info on Seiji. Okay, so we're gonna have to find more keywords. UTech's ties with big companies and the government, so it's set for the next several years at the very least. It must be nice to have parents in high places. I have no idea how he's pulling it off as the CEO of a tech company. A company like that getting contracts with the government, we're doomed. I heard he's a real deal when it comes to skill, though his business manners are something else. He'll take on work even with questionable morals. I guess you don't need to watch your back when your parents have power. That's how it goes in business. There is no place for morals. Granted, maybe that's more of an overseas perspective. That wouldn't work in Japan. UTech Priority was started only 7 years ago. Well, I thought it started 3 years ago. I can't tell if people are saying good things about him or not. Reputation seems mixed. Okay. Isn't he just a guy born into wealth? Clearly his parents hooked him up. Upper class citizens can get away with anything. Should that really be allowed? Kurosawa's father, Seiji Kurosawa, is the security director of the National Police Agency. As a parent, director Seiji Kurosawa probably just wants to protect his precious son. Oh wait, so his dad was the one who commissioned him or gave him the information. Because he's the director of the National Police Agency. That's nepotism at its finest. How high of a rank is the security director of the National Police Agency? The very top? There are a bunch of different departments, but he's above them all. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, so we got a name in at least. A reaction. We should look into this. Yeah, he's a powerful person and we don't want to offend him. Let's look him up in advance. is anymore. Big Boy's daddy's the police director. Explains why UTEC's priorities head office is at Toranomon. Yuya Kurosawa's untouchable. His dad is the director of security. That means his face alone can get in places in government offices, and then daddy can cover up scandals that might arise. But he hasn't had any, like, scandals, right? Oh, okay, we found. Seiji Kurosawa, director of the National Police Security Bureau, is a big name among the elite career civil servants. Never thought he was Yuya Kurosawa's father, though. I mean, they have the same last name, so... Career civil servants. They mean civil servants with the most power. Which means UTEC Priority shares the same connections with Seiji Kurosawa, like how politicians often divert public funds to their family businesses. That is also true. No cap found evidence that director Seiji Kurosawa outsources National Police Agency cases to his son's company, which is also... Ah, do you think that's why they've garnered the attention of the sinners? Wait, what? This is evidence? No, how could this be evidence? It's just some random paper used to make it look like he does. Wouldn't this normally be considered a conflict of interest, but politicians and others in power are good at hiding their tracks? This is how all the money ends up staying within the upper class, and then it trickles down. These systems have been in place for how many years now? We need to dismantle them now, GR. Yeah, this is another great reset fan. Jasmine, this person, they do give Simmer vibes. That's the issue with Anon accounts. We can't prove anything. Seiji Kurosawa was up there in age when his only son came along. Of course he'd do all he could to support his son and start a company, even if he did a few bad things. What bad things did he do? But the police wouldn't do bad things, would they? Of course not. Prioritizing your family business is deemed wrong in society, but if you had that power, I bet you'd do it too. This country's fallen apart because of people like that at the top. How long has it been going on? Kurosawa and his son should be punished by any means necessary. If Kurosawa is funneling public money into his son's business, that is an issue, but there's no proof. Where is the father at the head of the police and the son's company getting government work? It's highly probable that's what they're up to. Highly probable? Almost completely certain. I'm just going to quickly click on everything. Proof they're right. Legally speaking, as long as he isn't vastly overpaying, they're in the clear. But even so, that wouldn't look great. Yeah, it still doesn't look great. Is that how it is? Any means necessary. That's a Zimmer-like statement. Really? Would you? If you were to go to work for the government and work your way up the ranks, wouldn't you want to find a way to work with me and Bossman again? When you put it like that, if you could avoid that question with a smile, then you'd make a good politician. Isn't that breaking the law? This means there are also ways they can evade the law. Is that really true? Who knows? By the looks of it, his father's influence probably helps with getting work. Okay, let's try just Yuya Kurosawa, or is it too broad a search? How about just director Seiji Kurosawa? Also too broad a search. Okay. Right. Let's see what else we've missed here. UTEC does seem to be doing really well. Must be nice not having to work that hard. Doomed? Are we really? There are plenty of people saying that kind of thing. Ignore them. Sounds like he has the business skills, but no morals. Really? They say that those who succeed in business tend to be psychopaths. I can kind of see that. His parents hooked him up. That seems to come up a lot. I don't think that's the only factor in this, though I'm sure those connections help a lot. The upper class aren't just allowed to do anything they want, are they? Totally not. Plenty of people think they can though. It's because money pays the way, unfortunately. What do you mean by that? I guess they mean because the National Police Agency is near Toranamo. Oh, here you go, scandals. Can they really cover up problems like that? Cover up, huh? Who knows? I'm not sure, but people do love their scandals. I don't think scandals would have created a search, but it makes sense. There's a reaction to scandals. People really seem to expect them. Okay, so maybe it'd be Yuya, because it's saying how the dad cover up for his scandals. Yu Kurosawa had a few scandals during his streamer days, but he turned a new leaf after starting UTech. What scandals did he have? I heard he's on his best behaviour even at hostess bars and clubs. People really can change. He hasn't had a single scandal since becoming CEO. I bet they're just covering up all the scandal. That's easy work for the head of police, right? Yuya's always been good at getting away with things, lol. When he was a streamer, I feel Yuya didn't have as many scandals as others. If you ask the staff at restaurants he goes to, everyone has a good impression of him, like he's very humble and sweet. Don't know which high-rise the Kurosawa live in, but I wish fake policemen would show up and sweat them dry. Is that a myth as well? Kurosawa doesn't live in a high-rise, does he? People just like to make things up. Fake police are also an urban myth. I think the story goes that they show up in women's homes. Okay, that's scary. It's a good eye for people, and I can tell you this, that man is a narcissist. His personality is complete trash. One look at him and I know that man is trouble. By just looking at him, that's not really something you can tell by a single look. So there are good impressions. If it's only from a few moments of interaction, impressions can be all over the place. Yeah, there are mixed impressions of him. Some people have really bad impressions of him, some people have really good impressions of him. Is that so? You see, maybe he's the type who's careful about these things. Getting away with things. Why would this person know that? Maybe they know him personally. Hard to believe though. Is it easy to cover up scandals? Can't be that easy. His best behaviour. I guess that means he isn't a violent drunk. The total opposite of Beauty Jun. Oh yeah, Beauty Jun was quite violent. So he was up to no good when he was younger. He's still young though. Maybe scandals and director? Oh, Dad has had scandals too. Dad is naughty. Seiji Kurosawa rose to the role of director of the National Police Security Bureau without a single scandal, right? I expect no less than... Oh no scandals at all. Kurosawa-san's father seems really impressive. Yeah, he really is. The non-career civil servants are out on the street protecting the people while these career track elites kick back and chat with reporters. Those guys should get out there too. Thank you so much for the late raid, Sandwichy. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely, wonderful Tuesday so far. Non-career civil servants. The ones not aiming for politics or more, out following leads or talking to victims. Must be nice to be on the career path. I've seen that kind of thing in cop TV shows. What exactly does the director of the National Police Security Bureau even do? They're like security guards to VIPs. There's been a bunch of weird stuff involved in the occult lately, right? Their job is to make sure that people don't do stupid stuff like that. Look, I have a life sometimes. I can be late. No, that's fine. Better late than never, I suppose, right? Better late than never. And that's fine too. You have a life. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you for the hydro. I was literally just about to put my cup to my mouth. Thank you for the fart and thank you for the stretch as well. Ooh, I need a stretch. Ooh, big stretch. Ooh, thank you. Since the Zimmers are doing terrorist attacks, must be rough. Okay, so that's not a clue. If the Zimmers cause another bombing, then it's Director Kurosawa that'll be held responsible. Oh, is that why they want the information? VIP security information? Looks like they're facing a pretty serious situation. It'd be quite a scandal if that happened. If anything, the Zimmers would be targeting Director Kurosawa. Targeting Seiji Kurosawa? I see, that could be possible. If we're honestly entertaining the idea, judging by Zimmer activity, it would be strange for them to suddenly target the director, even if they want the information on VIPs protected by the Bureau. Oh, here you go, Zimmer activity. Information on the VIPs they're protecting. This person's really thought this through. People seriously need to stop speculating like that. I'm worried what else the Zimmers might try to do. Everyone's eyes are on Zimmer activity. What kind of possibilities are they debating? I'm getting depressed just thinking about it. Okay. Oh, it's too broad. Scandals? Director Seiji Kurosawa? Oh, okay. Following the recent arrest of members of the Zimmer's terrorist group, Seiji Kurosawa, director of the National Police Security Bureau, announced a plan to bolster VIP protection measures. What might the Zimmer's next move be? This is why they want the information. It's because he's bolting down. Bolting down? That's not the word I wanted to use. There's a quote that I wanted to use, but I can't remember the words. My brain is not working. Kurosawa-san's father was in the news the other day. One more clue. Simmers are scary, I don't get it. Occult fans are so twisted. There's that Kisaragi guy too. Next thing we know, the urban myth Dissolution will become terrorists too. Wait, we're known? What? They're talking about us? That person sounds way too scared. Protecting high profile people, so it's only the rich and famous who are afforded protections. Surely there's more you can do, more you can be doing to fight terrorism. If there's a bomb threat in the city, politicians could just escape to underground shelters. What is the average citizen supposed to do? I heard that there's a special team within the National Police Agency Security Bureau staffed by immortal cops, developed by the former Japanese army specifically to take on extremists like the Zimmers. That's a wild rumour, that is. Immortal soldiers? Yeah, right. Occult-brained people will find any excuse to lash out. That Urban Myth Dissolution Centre and the ones who follow them are just potential terrorists. We're not terrorists. How could they? We'd never even think about doing that. Some people just act like they know it all. I always thought those people at the Urban Myth Dissolution Centre were just ticking time bombs. Only extremists look into such dark subjects. Wow, we're getting heat for no reason. Looks like we have our own army of haters. Looks like it, they're lumping us with the Zimmers. So our survival of devastation judgment all lies on Seiji Kurosawa's shoulders, or something like that. The only one who can save us from destruction is Kurosawa-san's father. I put my money on us over Kurosawa's dad. Nostradamus' great prophecy didn't come true in the end, so I don't think the occultists will actually follow through with their bomb threats. Either way, we can only wait and hope the police will do their best to counter. And yet, there are still people trying to follow through. Most people never consider that a terrorist attack could affect them personally. Simmers, or those super supporters of Satomu Kisaragi, I bet you Seiji Kurosawa and the police never expected to have to deal with them now. There's no doubt that terrorists equals weird, occult fans equals Urban Myth Dissolution Centre. Kisaragi was a criminal too, so that clearly means that the Urban Myth Dissolution Centre equals criminals. We're not criminals! How could they say all that? If we took them to court, we'd win a defamation case hands down. These haters are really coming at us. What's going on? Yeah, our reputation is taking a damn hit. Why is the centre getting haters? What is going on? It might mean people are starting to believe the Zimmer terrorist attacks. But why would they do something like this? With terrorists trying to carry out devastation, judgment, everyone's scared and confused. So they look for a familiar scapegoat they can actually reach. So they jump to conclusions on whose fault it is. Human nature. I wouldn't dwell on it. Human nature? So, Kurosawa-san's father's a powerful person in the police force. I can't believe he's security director Kurosawa's son. Jasmine, you already knew about Seiji-san. Ah yeah, he's been on TV, pretty famous guy. The rich and famous comments we saw. Father's head of the police force, son is a tech company CEO. There are people who overreact and assume they're exploiting everyone. So is the Sammy Sim admin fueling that movement with the Illuminati cards? I wonder why they do that, or do they just want more followers in terrorist attacks? Terrorism doesn't guarantee they'll get the world they want. It's as much of a mystery as the doppelganger itself. How much of this was planned by the Sammy Zimmer admin? Let's find the answers at the Kurosawa house. Yes. I feel like we're close to the end of this chapter. Oh yeah, Sammy, forgot to tell ya. Something wrong? Those two working in the server room, they're missing. Oh my god, all the new people we've come across are missing. You mean Nakata-san and Inoue-san? Kurosawa told us when he called. Says they're absent without leave. With Kiyomatsu-san and Honda-san, that's 4 missing already. This really doesn't look good. But now I've asked someone I know to look for them. We should be extra careful as well. Okay. It's only people who've come across... Oh, he just appeared out of nowhere. He just appeared out of nowhere. Hello, Kurosawa-san. Thank you for waiting. It's fine. I just got here. So, about today's investigation. Oh, could you park that fan in the back? It stands out too much by the front gate? Sammy, I'll go park. So you head on in. Understood. Oh, I was like, what is that growling noise? Kurosawa-san, about the doppelganger. I heard that the 2 staff members at the server room have gone missing too. If this is the doppelganger's fault, that's already 4 people missing. And you also ran into it at home, right, Kurosawa-san? Oh my god, this guy's not talking. This guy's the doppelganger. Oh my god, no, please don't be the doppelganger. You are Kurosawa-san, right? Don't tell me you're... This is my father's home, Seiji Kurosawa. Oh, yes. Okay. I was getting a bit worried then. I was like, oh no, please don't tell me he's the doppelganger. Thank you for your time. I'm from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. My name is Asami Fukurai. Welcome. I am Yuya's father, Seiji Kurosawa, Security Director of the National Police Agency. Oh, yes. Pleasure to meet you. Could I ask you who these gentlemen in the suits are? We've had heightened security concerns of late. I was told I should have a security detail just in case. They guard me when I'm off work. A security detail? Excuse us for a while. I'll be fine. I'd like to start by asking you some questions. Sure, after all that's been happening lately, I was worried about my father. So I gave him a call and he told me I'd visited last night. Does that mean... Did you come here last night, Yuya-san? Of course not. Which means it was the doppelganger who showed up here last night. I find that hard to believe. Who exactly is this doppelganger? Are they involved with the Simmers? Oh, there's Jasmine. Good flair, sir. Currently, Fukurai here is looking into things. With both the doppelganger and the Simmers as potential suspects, right? Yes, exactly. You in the back. Have we met before somewhere? Anyway, I see. Yeah, if that is the case, you should ask the police to step in. Actually, there's something we should consider. It shouldn't be too late to contact the police after this investigation. If there's something on your mind, I have no reason to refuse. Please do what you need to do then. Understood. When we got the call, he was worried that his father's home might have been infiltrated without anyone realising it. Sounds like it actually happened shortly afterwards. We'll look into the intruders' actions here, what they were doing in the house and whether they stole anything. Jasmine, are the director and the centre safe? Worried about the haters. It's going to be okay. Any thoughts on this case? Kurosawa's doppelgangers clearly acting along similar goals, as in it's targeting national police info. Usually if we knew something was stolen, we'd call the police and stop there. So what we're doing is supposedly police work, but Kurosawa Jr. is stalling. Chances are he's hiding something. What could he be hiding? A scandal. We now know that the doppelganger is targeting national police info, but that kind of important data isn't kept here, is it? If what we mentioned the other day is true, then information has already been stolen. But it showed up again, so I need you to look into it. We'll try to figure out its motive by following the traces. Could you tell us about what happened here yesterday? I actually don't know anything about what happened yesterday. More or less the same as each doppelganger citing so far. Please ask my father about what happened too. Oh, right. Then could you tell us why you decided to call Seiji-san? Our server room was infiltrated, so we knew that the doppelganger was targeting the National Police's top secret data. This made my father a potential target too. So I was worried and called him, and it turned out the doppelganger had indeed showed up. Why do you think the doppelganger appeared here? If there's a pattern to its actions, probably to steal something. But there isn't much of value here in this house. That painting there might look expensive, but it only costs a few dozen bands of yen. Isn't that actually expensive? The only possibility I see is the contents of the safe. It has valuables inside. Would you be able to find traces of that power of yours? We'll check if there are any traces around the safe then. A painting of a woman. It really looks expensive. An old-fashioned safe. Is having a safe another Kurosawa family tradition? Oh, but these aren't the doppelganger, these are Kurosawa himself. The shadow is here. It looks just like Kurosawa's son, Junior. But this shadow compares to the previous doppelganger shadows. It looks somewhat different. I'm not sure how exactly. Seiji-san might know something. Why is the doppelganger's face different though? A shadow that looks just like Kurosawa-san, the doppelganger. So it did show up here too. This shadow's staring at the painting. Why would the doppelganger care about the painting? Maybe there's a secret to it. A shadow who resembles Kurosawa-san, the doppelganger perhaps. Up to now I was able to tell the doppelganger apart at a glance. But today I'm not getting that feeling. Am I too tired? No, I don't think you're tired, Sam. I think that's the same person. The doppelganger's fiddling around with the safe, taking something out of it perhaps. The doppelganger seems to be taking something out from the safe. Maybe something was stolen then. Could the safe be open right now? Oh, okay. Okay, what's in the photo? Or the painting? The doppelganger was staring at this painting. The frame is fancy too, must cost a fortune. But why would the doppelganger want to stare at it? It obviously hasn't been stolen either. Maybe I should ask Seiji-san. Okay. The safe that the doppelganger was touching, could it be open? Nope, not open. I'm hoping the doppelganger hasn't actually gotten the safe open. Could the shadow traces tell us something? I mean, he's here. A shadow who looks just like Kurosawa-san. Is it the doppelganger? What is it doing? Touching the things on the shelf. It's holding the kendo trophy upside down. Is it writing something on the bottom? Oh. Various objects lined up on the shelf. Trophies, certificates, looks like a family tradition. This is the first place trophy for the Prefectural High School Kendo Championship. The shadow was holding this trophy upside down looking at the bottom. Checking the bottom. Ah, a small piece of paper is stuck here. 9630, 4-digit number. What is it for? Could this be the safe's combination? But there's no way it would be written here, is there? Oh my god, we can open the safe. 9630, I didn't expect it to work, but that shadow's movement might mean it saw that number and entered it. We should at least try, I guess. We unlocked it. Wait, no way. It opened? And inside is an empty box. Who would keep an empty box in a safe? Or maybe it was stolen. Or maybe what was stolen was inside the box. I need to check with Seiji-san. Okay, so let's check with our host. Reintroducing myself, Asami Fukurai of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Thank you for your help, Seiji Kurosawa, Yuya's father and security director of the National Police. I try to avoid meddling with things I don't understand too well, but Yuya mentioned that this case is related to the Zimmer incidents that are causing an uproar lately, so you have my cooperation. Could you tell us about what happened? Last night around 10 or so, my son came home. I was in my study in the middle of organising papers, so I briefly greeted him, then returned to my desk. I told him to wait a bit before I finished my work, or while I finished my work. After maybe 10 minutes, I came back to this room, but my son was already gone. So soon? Did you find this strange? Not really, it's normal for my son to be busy working as a company head. Then this morning he called and asked whether anyone who looks just like him had come home recently. And that's when Yia's son realised it was a doppelganger. Did you notice anything unusual at the time? No, not really. When my son came in, the doppelganger, he stopped and stared at that painting there. So I told him he'd bought it just yesterday. Oh, he just bought the painting yesterday? Has anything been taken from your home? Taken? Does a doppelganger steal things? All I heard from my son is that it appeared in his room. I see, thank you. We'll take a look around the house. So Yia's son only told his father about the doppelganger showing up in his room. Didn't want him to worry. Did you clearly see the doppelganger's face? I did indeed. Was there anything strange? I didn't notice anything. He's my son after all, so I don't think I would have mistaken him. So were they so similar his father couldn't tell them apart? Do you think Yia's the one that's up to something? Could you tell me about your son Yia-san? Your questions range rather wide. He is the Kurosawa family's only son, and we've taken good care of him. I've been called overprotective and meddling at times. My wife and I had an early divorce, so he's grown without knowing motherly love. There was a time when he would go around causing mischief, and streaming them was part of some activist group. But he's built on those experiences, now runs an internet technology company. Wait, hang on. And streaming them was part of some activist group. Okay, so he was part of a group. He wasn't just streaming by himself. Technology company. I see, and you supported him throughout. That's what parents do. Could you tell us a bit about your own work? My work mostly prevents me from mentioning details or anything specific, but you could say I'm in charge of VIP security within Japan. Are you involved in countering the recent occult terrorist movements? Of course, our organisation exists to protect public interest from all forms of disaster. Excuse me, about the contents of that safe. Oh yes, the safe. It seems like it was stolen from inside it. And why would you know this? I've looked and the box inside the safe was empty. You looked? You mean you opened the safe? Oh, maybe that was inappropriate. It's more a matter of how you managed to. Oh, I'm sorry, terribly sorry. I have this strange power that allows me to see things. See things? And we believe the content of the box in the safe was stolen. I'm not sure I understand you fully, but I will confirm. As you said, the object is missing, stolen apparently. What was in the box? I can't tell you much, but it was part of an informational system within the National Police. Oh, is that the system in Kurosawa-san's company server? The one that needs special authentication to access? You know that much, might as well explain then. As you say, the object in question is a password device needed to access that system, yet its existence should only be known to a select few individuals in our leadership. We haven't disclosed details to even our families. Not even your families? And that's what was stolen. There are reports that VIP protection data was uploaded to social networks, so those were not baseless rumours. Now what? I should tell Jasmine. About the painting, one more thing. About the painting you have there. Ah yes, we purchased that 2 days ago. We put it up just yesterday. Last night my son, or the doppelganger rather, he was looking at the painting too before anything else. It must be very expensive. To tell you the truth, the frame is more costly. The painting itself is only 50,000 yen. Only 50,000 yen? That's still a lot of money. He was surprised to hear that too. Oh, though 50,000 yen isn't inexpensive. Since I thought he was my son, I told him the actual price. But if it actually was someone unrelated, I maybe should have bluffed a bit. Is this a joke? Oh wow, okay. We have a lot. I need to note some people I've met. Okay, let's make notes on Seiji. He said he's in charge of a branch of police. Which one was it? VIP security within Japan. Yes, VIP security and also counter-terrorism. So he's actively fighting the Simmers. Must be a huge responsibility. Oh, there are a lot of people in this case. Yuya Kurosawa's father. He's the head of the security bureau of the National Police Agency. I don't know anything about the police hierarchy, but he's probably in a very, very important position. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. We've got one more. The anomaly's intent. Let's think things through. Something feels off about today's investigation, but I can't quite place it. It just feels different. The doppelganger appeared in front of Seiji-san and searched around inside the house. But someone other than Seiji-san was definitely here yesterday. But then again, there's something different from the usual, isn't there? At least my imaginary version of director shows up right away. What do you say? There's something different from the usual, isn't there? Okay, yeah, he did say that. I'll always be here when you really need me. When you saw the shadow, you mentioned something was different about it. Yes, the shadow seemed different from the doppelganger we've seen so far, and his actions afterwards seem weird as well. I wonder how it's different from the previous doppelganger intrusions. Isn't the... Hang on. Isn't the shadow actually isn't the painting... No, hang on. Actually, I think the last word is, or the last few words is Yuya Kurosawa himself. Isn't the shadow... Oh, seen through clairvoyance. There you go. Isn't the shadow seen through clairvoyance actually Yuya Kurosawa himself? If I remember correctly, Seiji-san explained about the painting to the doppelganger that was yesterday. It's supposed to have been a while since Kurosawa-san was here himself. Why did he know about the painting? I need to check for Kurosawa-san. Okay. Maybe. The doppelganger who appeared in front of Seiji-san yesterday. That was actually you, wasn't it? So you caught me. Huh? He just admit to it? Why is this happening? No, wait, it's not what you think. I wanted to show all those who are suffering how incredible your power is. I just end up doing it, no harm intended. What do you mean by show? Take photos, upload them, that kind of thing. With your permission, of course. Your power will bring solace to many people. I really respect. I hope you don't hold it against me. This feels so wrong. Why would Kurosawa-san say things like this? Please don't take any photos without telling us. I'll be continuing the investigation. Ah, thank you. He's a bit weird. Jasmine, can I talk to you for a bit? Yup. Jasmine, something was stolen after all. Huh? And what was stolen? A password device granting access to the National Police's information system. The doppelganger can access the National Police info system at will now. So first, it was unable to snatch data from the server room. Hey, Horror! Hello! Oh my god, you guys are amazing. I've got so many rays today. The unknowable... Wait, hang on. Aha. Yay! Dead by Daylight. How was Dead by Daylight? Was it fun? Did you have a good time? Did you win lots? Did you murder lots of survivors and survive the murderers? It was fun. I'm glad to hear. Also, welcome in Raiders. My name is Jazz. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of psychological horrors as well as story-based games, and I also occasionally draw. If you haven't hydrated for a while, please make sure you grab that cup and take a nice big sip. And if you haven't moved for a while, please make sure you lift your arms up into the air and do a nice big stretch. I was doing my Chaos Shuffle copycat, so I played the killer I just played against. Oh, that's interesting. Nothing overly frustrating tonight, so that's a win. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that it wasn't frustrating. So I've seen some of your games where you get like some not very sporty players, let's put it that way. And yet players that are a little bit too serious. At the end of the day, it's just a game. So first, it was unable to snatch data from the server room, realised it needed a password device to grab access, so it came here to steal the password device. Wait, that means... what to do? Yeah, had mostly normal and some semi-silly. That's good. I'm glad tonight went better than other nights or previous nights. We're in big trouble. What should we do? Could you go ask Kurosawa's father when he last used the device? I need to make a call right now. Okay. Jasmine tends to make calls at times like this. Any who's it? I need to raid and run because I'm up before the sun. No, that's fine. Go get some rest. Self-care is very important, and I hope you get some amazing rest and get some good sleep. My sleep has been terrible lately. I can't sleep very well. I keep waking up in the middle of the night, or just waking up feeling like I haven't slept when I know I have. So yeah, that's something I need to work on and fix. But yes, please do go look after yourselves. I very much appreciate you raiding, and it's no worries that you have to run. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening though. Could I bother you again? About the stolen device, when was the last time you used it? Well, to be honest, I'm not a tech-savvy person. I received it around 5 years ago and haven't used it at all since then. Oh, is that so? Hopefully someone else is around to capture all the sussiness for prosperity. I think most people are falling asleep, horror. Do you know that actually some of them use my stream as sleep aid, which is fine. I'm not complaining. It's absolutely fine. So it's just me reading the text from the game. But no, I don't think I think the same happens for me. Yeah, it's absolutely fine, to be honest. I appreciate them actually thinking I'm calm enough and well, what else? What other words can I use? I'm so bad vocabulary wise, that I'm calm enough and the content is soothing enough for them to want to use it as sleep aid, which is why I'm now playing the most brutal metal I can find to keep them awake and alert. You're so mean. Maybe your stream is the only time that I actually get to get some rest. Don't be mean to your viewers. Oh, is that so? Either way, this is a crisis now. We need to take measures immediately. If you happen to find it, please let me know. Yes, if we happen to, that is. Could you tell us the device's shape and colour so we know? It's red and looks like a card. A red card-like device? Wait, his son is the one who stole it. Anyways, good night, horror. Hope you sleep well. I hope you dream of cats. A red card-like device? Is that the same as... So we already know him. Do we need to talk to the sun? No, it's not the sun. The cat is in sleeping on the bed with us again, so it's possible. Go. Enjoy your rest with the kitty cat. I checked about the device and Seiji-san has never used it. What? No, that can't be right. Director Kurosawa's device has logged off continued usage starting from several years ago. From several years ago? Wait, does that mean the doppelganger was there from back then too? Or not? It was stolen yesterday after all. Wait, there's more. Sammy, slow down. We know what the doppelganger stole yesterday. It's a red card-like device. Huh? Isn't that the device that was stolen? From Kurosawa Jr.'s CEO office. This is getting really confusing. I think he's done it himself. Let's think things over a bit. We know what was stolen, but now the situation makes even less sense. The password device kept inside the safe. Seiji-san said he hadn't ever actually used it, but Jasmine mentioned it's been in use starting from several years ago. This raises questions about Jasmine's connections. I wonder who she was calling. But this password device, wasn't it also stolen from the CEO's office? Maybe there was something about the device kept in the safe. Maybe Kurosawa-san stole it from the safe. I think so too. I think the son is up to no good, and I think he's the one that's stolen it. Maybe Kurosawa-san stole it from the safe. Yes, that must be it. The two are the same device. They're both the red card-like device, so it makes sense that the Zimmers are after it. Wait, hang on. So it makes sense that the Zimmers are after it. But why would Kurosawa-san take it without saying anything? There's a lot we need to ask him. Okay, so we need to find the original thief, do we? What is going on, Yuya? Why would the password device stolen from our safe be stolen from your company? Did you take it from the safe? I was so intrigued by the work you do. I just took it and kept it in my office. Jasmine mentioned the logs showed it had been used since several years ago. I didn't mean any harm, but the doppelganger stole it. I wanted to find it before the worst could happen, and Asami-san's power would make that possible. Not really the time to be complimenting me. This has gotten out of hand. Isn't it more important to prevent the public from knowing this device was stolen? Hey Mia, are you awake? Did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep? Were you drooling? Jasmine, things are getting really complicated now. If this was just a family conflict, we leave it alone and go home right now. So all in all, everything about this case was to cover up for Kurosawa-san's theft. Well, that red password device was taken by the doppelganger, so there's no way it just ends there. So I guess there isn't anything we can do about the situation. You wasn't eeping? Are you sure? It's okay if you were. Just contemplating existence? Oh no. That's not a spiral you should go down, trust me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Thinking. Oh, the director. Oh man, that timing as usual. It's the director. Hello? Are you okay? How's it going? We were worried about you, director. It turns out the doppelganger's actions have affected more people than I'd realised. I know you've been busy on your end too, but please don't disappear like that. Important police data was stolen and we've been seeing nasty rumours about the centre. We can think about those complications once we wrap up this case. Fair enough. Time for dissolution. It's dissolution time, let's go. You came back just in time for dissolution, right? I'm relieved though, I was anxious about doing the eye-opener part myself. That may happen sooner or later. No, that's a hard pass. Now then, please ensure the Kurosawas can hear you. Yes. This request was about recovering, if possible, an object stolen by a doppelganger. For now, let us put on hold whether recovery is even possible, until we determine who exactly we're dealing with. Are we ready? The eye reveals all. Eye opener. Eats blanket? No, don't eat the blanket. It won't, trust me, it won't be fun going through your system, and especially not when you have to poop it out. Now, let the dissolution begin. In this case, Kiyomoto-san, secretary at UTech, initially encountered the doppelganger, leading us to follow its traces. We identified it as a doppelganger, based on its appearance being identical with Kurosawa-san, and that it doesn't engage in conversation. So, Mrs. Sami. Yes. There have been further indications that the anomaly is indeed a doppelganger. What kind of phenomenon has been observed? What kind of phenomenon indicates that the anomaly is indeed a doppelganger? Things being stolen, Kurosawa investigation, anything. 4 people are missing. Kiyomete-san, Hana-san, Inoue-san, and Nakata-san. The people who encountered the doppelganger have all gone missing. I love the music. The 4 individuals you named have not been found, so they may or may not be alive. Yet the situation does seem to line up with the doppelganger anomaly's characteristics. Why would a request to search for a missing object turn into such a complicated matter? That is because of one key factor that made us believe this was all the doppelganger was doing. So, Mr. Sami. Yes. What was the notable characteristics of the intruder that kept this incident from being reported to the police and that led to a request to the centre instead? It's a breathtakingly beautiful woman. It's a heart-stoppingly handsome man. No, it impersonates someone. The intruder's appearance is identical to Kurosawa-san's. The people who encountered it all thought it was him all along. Handsome man where? I don't know, Mia. I can't see them either. It's fine. Don't worry, if I see them, I'll point them out to you and be like, Mia, look! Mia, look! Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. And this is precisely why we were called in. The aspect is indeed clearly anomalous. Don't worry, I got you, Mia, I got you. Our angle will change from here on. The doppelganger who appeared in the server room seemed to be targeting confidential police information, yet it turned out, through Miss Fukurai's clairvoyance, that they had given up on that approach. So, Mr. Sami. Yes. To confirm, out of summoning Mia step 1, Hotman step 2, step step 1. Yes, always. To confirm. Why did the doppelganger in the server room give up on extracting data? Because it wasn't tech savvy, because an authentication device was needed. To access the confidential information, a red card-like password device was required. Yet this device was only available to high-ranking police officials. So we believe the intruder had no choice but to give up. Yes, that is correct. The device that the doppelganger stole from the CEO office. Now, about that red card-like device, something seemed strange there, didn't it? Yes. Kurosawa-san mentioned that he was intrigued by his father's work and took it in a whim. A rather naive reason, if anything. So, Mr. Sami. Oh, yes, he did say that. The question here is when exactly the device was stolen from the Kurosawa estate. Around when do you think this actually happened? It happened several years ago, because Jasmine said that the card had been used consistently for the last 5 years that it had been in the possession of Seiji Kurosawa. Jasmine looked into this for us. It seems the password device had been used since several years ago. Kurosawa-san mentioned he stole it a week ago on a whim, but that doesn't feel right. Brilliant. Mr. Kurosawa's accounts seem to have a number of inconsistencies here and there. Although, we can't do anything about that itself. I hope they can figure things out, father and son. Yuya, there'll be no easy way out of this. I expect a full explanation once we're done here. Now for my final question. The culprit who appeared at the Kurosawa family home and stole the red card-like device was your son, Yuya Kurosawa, and the culprits who infiltrated your-son's company and home were the doppelganger and also acting like a Zimmer. So, Mr. Sami. Yes. Miss Fukurai, you have already encountered a doppelganger and a Zimmer. Oh, I have? Please think back to all the accounts you heard from everyone you talked to. For this case to be possible, we would need to be a Zimmer. Neither of these two. Things that add up for either of these two possibilities. There is neither Kiyomoto-san, his secretary, or Aika-san, his girlfriend. Then who actually is a doppelganger and Zimmer? All four of the above? Wait, could it be all four of them? It makes sense because they recently came into employment with Kurosawa. When the doppelganger supposedly appeared, these four individuals were each on the scene, though their accounts and what happened to them since suggest paranormal involvement. The experience of the vanishing doppelganger and then the disappearance of those who encountered it. And that could be explained by all four telling the same cover story. Also, each of the four were recently appointed to their jobs and came in proximity of Yuya-san. Oh no. It is very likely that the four of them worked together to play a role of doppelganger. And it's also likely that all of them are Zimmers. The mystery is now solved. I thought so. It was either Kurosawa was going to be a Zimmer or the four people that he had recently employed were the Zimmers. And the whole entire, oh, he came in at midnight was probably just a cover story, especially in the server room as well. Cover story for them doing what they did to try and then find out more information as to maybe where the device was. Zimmers, all four of them? Are you unsatisfied with the dissolution results? No, I do see why the dissolution makes sense, but a few things still don't quite make sense. Oh, do tell. The doppelganger that I saw through clairvoyance was staring at me. And why did they steal the HDD after stealing the red device? Good point. The VIP protection data should have been accessible once they had the red device. I would indeed like to discuss those angles in depth, but it seems that we'll have to wait until next time. Oh. What are you doing here? We're in the middle of an important family discussion. This composition is amazing, actually. Just the way just the way the characters are stood in line. They're in a sort of, so they're not like in sort of high order, but they make it like a nice curve, which is a really nice scene composition. I know, I'm nerding out. I'm sorry. I'm nerding out about art. But yeah, it's just the curve they create. Oh, that's a really clever. Makes me want to draw now. Makes me want to draw. What are you doing here? We're in the middle of an important family discussion. Go and wait in the next room until we're done. Wait. It's Inoue-san, the server room security guard at Kurosawa-san's company. Also Nakata-san, the server engineer, and Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. And Honda-san, the housekeeper. I'm glad you're all safe. Sammy, remember what we talked about during the dissolution? They enacted the doppelganger. And they're dangerous extremists. Remember who they are. Are you already Zimmers? What is going on? Where are the SPs? Do you realise I'm your boss? Have you even thought about the consequences? We owe nothing to that jerk of a company. We're working towards a higher goal. You disgust me. Living the easy life of your family fortune and connections. A family discussion to keep a lid on the incident. For this country to prosper for the next millennium, you rotten sprouts need to be pruned. You assume the terror attacks will happen someplace else. Well, one is happening here and now, so brace yourselves. Everyone, please, hold on. Sammy, get back. These people are dangerous. They no longer care. You have no reason to cover for the filthy rich. Wake up already. They told us their plan. Devastation and judgment are about to happen. The Great Reset is nigh. They? Do you mean the Sammy Simmer admin? This world needs leaders, those who envision the future and guide the weak. The world's values have been corrupted. The weak know this well. But the weak lack the power to change things alone. They are guiding us forward and gathering us into greater power. We should be the ones who bring change to this world. This is a complete mess. Hey, you, hurry up and do something. Who is your leader? The Sammy Simmer admin? Please stop all this. It isn't the way to do things. You shouldn't be hurting anyone. If you're siding with this filth, that means you're not with us. We'll fulfill our role here to enact devastation and judgment. Great Reset. Oh no, they're in danger. Enough of that nonsense. Answer me. Jasmine, they're not going to listen. Who's going to come to our rescue? Who's going to rescue us? Freeze! Oh, who's this? It's the guy. It's the Tomiri. Tomiri? It'd be Tomiri. Oh my god, his name is really weird. Secure them all. Oh, here's a very cool entrance music. Commissioner Tomiri. All suspects secured. Fine work. Be safe, Director Kurosawa. Oh, it's you, Tomiri. That was timely. Assistant Commissioner Tomarigi. Please brief Director Kurosawa on the situation. Assistant Commissioner Yusumi Tomarigi, CUTU team, security police, sir. Director Kurosawa, apologies for the commotion. Jasmine? Oh, she works for the police? You're with the security police? Undercover? What's going on? Sorry, Sammy. What exactly is the CUTU? The Counter Unidentified Terrorist Unit. We proactively prevent terrorist cells from carrying out their plans. Specifically unidentified incidents such as the series of prophecies. I was in the Urban Myth Dissolution Center to gather information. Why would you need to be undercover? The center sure is creepy, but it shouldn't be a threat. Relax, it was initially an investigation target, but it's for information only at this point. And we learned a ton through that undercover stint. Hey Sammy, sorry for not telling you. So that's why you're so good at fighting and had connections in weird places. Makes sense. Kinda. We meet again. That scary person from the park. I'm glad you remember me. And happy to see you've been putting that wondrous power to fruitful use. Oh, so he's with the security police as well. Commissioner, what about Kurosawa Jr.? We sent Yuya Kurosawa home just now, but he probably won't have any charges pressed. Huh? Why not? This all happened because he took the device out without permission. This case will be handled as a mishap on Director Kurosawa's part. The director himself asked us to do so. Not the first time he wipes his prodigal son's rear even. Miss Tomarigi, please remember to be decent in your work. Director Kurosawa's device has been in use these few days as well, which means that we could trace the IPs used to access the server. We may be able to apprehend those involved. Though we don't know who exactly it is, the next time they access all that will be the moment of truth. We should get ready, Miss Tomarigi. Is she just gonna leave us? Oh my god. Sammy, you should head out now. Huh? We'll handle the devastation judgment prophecy from here. So I'm not part of we then? We're taking on a terrorist mastermind, not a mysterious entity. It's out of your hands now. Jasmine, please wait. Whatever you do, don't follow us. But I mean, it's for her safety. I understand why Jasmine's leaving her behind. Oh my god. This is so intense. Miss Tomarigi, they took the bait. Head into the area. What's gonna happen? director. Welcome back, Miss Asami. I see Jasmine had ulterior motives. Please don't put it that way. She had her reasons. Even without her, we will need you to continue. Even without her, we need you to continue your work. You'll need this computer from here on. Oh, we get a computer? Jasmine. So far, more or less as planned. She played her part very nicely. Is he a Zimmer too? I bet he is. I got the first floor. Order units. Secure first floor exits. Tomarigi here. Third floor. Visual and lighting personnel. This is security police. CUTU. Oh God, I keep saying it wrong. This building surrounded you. Oh, who's under the mask? Huh? Oh. No. Wait, what? No. Is she okay? So that's your secret. The Genesis card. Oh my God. No, Jasmine. She has to be okay, right? One loose end taken care of. Oh, is this a doppelganger? He's disappeared, hasn't he? That's the end of Kurosawa. That's bye-bye to him. Bye-bye, Kurosawa. Episode 5 completed. Yeah, it's the last chapter. Okay, we're not going to do the last chapter now, obviously. We're going to do that next week. But thank you so much for joining me. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Let me put some music on. Let's go. Okay, so that's the end of stream. Hang tight. Let me see who I can send you off to as well. Who have we not raided recently? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who are we gonna send you guys off to? Oh no, who do I send you guys to? Do you know what? I'm gonna send you guys to Reverend Pickle. She is currently playing The Thing. She is lovely and wonderful, and she's very supportive of me and my streams and my art as well. So I always I like to send my support back to her whenever I can, which is very rare because she streams at very different times to me. Reverend, oh no, have I spelled it wrong? Hang on, what's her username? Reverend Pickle, yeah, I spelled it wrong. Reverend Pickle, The Thing Remastered. Okay, let's start the raid. Oh God, I'm so tired though. we've ended the stream at a good time. But yes, please enjoy Reverend Pickle. Be nice, be kind. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening as well. But yes, I'll be back on Saturday with some more Ace Attorney. We'll continue on with the next chapter of Ace Attorney, and then I'll be back in the evening, but I won't be streaming. I'll be joining Rin and Co. We're playing Stardew Valley, so do check out her stream because you will see me and I'll be as chaotic as I can possibly be. If you are subbed, please use this raid message. If you are not subbed, please use this raid message. But yes, enjoy the rest of your evening and day and night and afternoons. And yeah, I will see you guys again very soon. So it is bye-bye for now.